into Sharjeel Khan now. That's just guided towards point. Sharjeel Khan, Martin Guptill, the two openers for Kingsmen. And quality players. They've been playing so well throughout this tournament. Perhaps the opening duo of the entire season.
Great ball from Matthew Ford. Just pitched a little touch outside the off stump, short of a good length. Kicked up and took the batsman by surprise. But the ball took that outside edge, flew over short cover fielder. Batsman crossed for a single.
And with that, Sharjeel Khan as well now off the mark.
Broadcasting team, everything is there.
So
Matthew
now
Ford, young fast bowler from Barbados. Just age 21, generating a lot of pace. Matthew Ford, as I said, is a young fast bowler from Barbados, only 21 years old, generating plenty of pace on this wicket, pace and bounce. What better challenge he has than bowling at Martin Guptill, one of the famed international player. This ball touch on the leg side, glance down towards the fine leg, square leg for a single. Speaking of Matthew Ford, at a young age he has played in CPL and also in Lanka Premier League, Dambulla Aura. So let's see what he has. He's starting the proceeding for Florida Scorpion. This ball outside often, loft over extra cover for first boundary of the innings. Excellent shot by Sharjeel Khan.
Yeah, and Sharjeel Khan, he is looking really good today. Both these openers already have a century under their belt in this tournament. And Sharjeel Khan there, that was a good looking shot, given some width. And with no one there at the boundary in the power play, he picks up a 4. Ford now once again goes outside off, but a couple of bounces out to deep third man. That's guided by Sharjeel. And with that single, it'll be the end of the over as well. Sharjeel, he'll retain strike. And after the first, 10 for no loss are Kingsmen.
So Jay, I don't know, we didn't have a chance to chat about the teams and for this team, much about the teams and also how the game's going to go. What do you think? So what do you think about today's matchup? I know they both are undefeated thus far. Both have 6 points. But what do you think about who do you think is the favorite?
Well, I think, personally, I'd say with the way Kingsmen have been going, they're crushing defeats. I'd like to back them here, but I think it's really hard to say in this game with the way these two teams have been playing. Kingsmen, the main thing for them has been their openers performing well, and they've been getting them off to good starts in every single game. So if the Scorpions can try and get an early breakthrough here in the power play, maybe pick up both the openers ideally, then that could really put some pressure here on the Kingsmen players.
Starting from this commentary end, Nawab Singh, young fast bowler. From Canada, he plays plenty of first-class cricket, the league cricket in Canada. He's been bowling pretty well in this season. First ball is a wide ball, trying to get the line and length.
And this time wrapped on the pads, an appeal, but just seemed to be going down leg. Nawab Singh just in the quarterfinals, which recently happened, 3 for 26 he picked up in his 4 overs. So definitely a quality bowler. Looking to get one of these openers out early here. That one's just on the pads, flicked away, but straight to mid-wicket. George, who do you think has the upper edge here? Who are you backing in this first semi-final?
Well, I was just thinking about the Nawab Singh. He's been bowling excellent. He's probably the second best bowler for the team. Of course, the Kamav Levrock they have, who's also another really good bowler. The team has excellent. Next ball down the leg, the midline line. They're lofted over mid-wicket for a huge six. The ball disappeared into the second field. That was a fantastic pickup shot from Sharjeel Khan. There's the first six of the innings for Kingsmen Cricket.
Absolutely, and Sharjeel Khan, we've seen him be aggressive all throughout this tournament. Already picked up a boundary in the first over, and now getting a couple more with that maximum.
Yeah, I mean, look, Kingsmen Cricket, they have done fantastic thus far. You know, I feel overall the Kingsmen Cricket have overall really good, solid batting lineup and also excellent bowling lineup as well. In the meantime, next ball from Nawab was right on the money in the middle pitch, middle on the pretty much of the Yorker length. Good comeback after that. I would say the ball down the leg. But going back to Kingsmen Cricket, they have had, I mean, first two games they were okay. They shuffled the lineup, but the third game came back against RDU, against Clarion County. Clarion County set the target for 165, and they chased it for no loss. So, and where Guptill scored 100. So for them to set a good target, this pair has to play at least 10, 12 overs. If they do, then they're gonna set a tall target. And Kingsmen Cricket has plenty of bowling options. They can defend anything, any good score.
Absolutely, and Kingsmen, even after these two players, they've got quite the batting to come with the likes of Milind Kumar, Hamad Azam, Harmeet Singh. So they've really got a packed side here with some big players, but also a lot of those players are explosive. So as you said, if these two can bat till about that 11th, 12th over mark, then that really sets up a good base for them to come off of and really provide us with some fireworks towards the end. Nawab Singh now the final ball of his first. And just a swing and a miss there. Outside off to finish. And so 9 runs coming from that over, and after 2, 19 for no loss are Kingsmen Cricket.
So Jay, speaking of we spoke about Kingsmen Cricket, now about Florida Scorpions. They're a pretty good team as well. Of course, they've come here. They gotta be good because they've won all of the games as well in the prelims. And besides, they have a really good game in the last game as well. In the quarterfinals, they took care of Clarion County in the quarterfinals, where they defended 145 runs. But they have a really good bowling lineup. Of course, Kamau Levrock, who's got 8 wickets so far. Nawab, 7 wickets. And then they have the bowlers to back up with in terms of Ned, Abhilash Ned, Ashmead Ned, and Matthew Ford. So overall, they have a good bowling lineup. Plus, they have the batting lineup is loaded as well with Andrea Fletcher at the top. They also have Nitish Kumar, Sherfan Rutherford, Gerard Erasmus. Look, I mean, their batting is pretty good as well. So it's going to be, let's see. I mean, whoever's soak up the pressure, make less mistakes, as I say. And but one thing for sure, we're going to have a great show today.
Absolutely a great show indeed, as the two undefeated teams look to take each other on. Now, the Scorpions, and I'll get back to this after this ball here, which is just going to be driven straight towards mid-on for that single. But the Scorpions and the Kingsmen, if we have a look at their side and the balance of the side, they're quite similar as far as some of their strategies are concerned as well, because the Kingsmen, we can see their two openers, Guptill and Sharjeel, who do the bulk of the run scoring. They've been the informed men. And the same applies for the Scorpions with Andre Fletcher and Kamau Levrock. So I think this game could very much be decided in the power play, in the sense that if you can get these couple of openers out early, which they have quality fast bowlers both the sides to do so, but if you can get the openers out early, then you've got a huge early advantage in this game. And that's an outside edge, running away towards the third man boundary, and it'll get there. So runs now once again for Sharjeel Khan, picking up his second boundary of the day. Bit of an outside edge, but he'll take them nonetheless. Forward now, this time Fuller. And the man there at extra cover didn't collect it completely, but just staying for the single or the two batsmen have provided quite the quick start here. 26 for no loss, and we're midway through the third.
That is right, Jay. I mean, they're looking at this one. Their run rate is about 10 runs and over. They're looking at over 200 runs, and they definitely need over 200 runs because this is a great batting wicket. Every time the teams that put up a big total, they were able to defend it very well. But anything over less than 1 feet is not going to cut it. Next ball outside the off stump, short of a length. That was hit over point for a six. We're waiting for the umpire's. But that should be a 6 runs. 6. That should be a 6. Excellent shot from Martin Guptill.
Guptill now picking up his first maximum of this innings. We all know how destructive he can be, and you really can't bowl there to him. Short and wide, he's not going to be one to miss out on it. So Ford going for a few in this over. He's got one ball. Let's see if he can finish it off well. And that's much better on the stumps and just guided towards backward point. And so it's going to be a single to finish off. 14 from that over. And after 3, 33 for no loss are Kingsmen Cricket. Nawab Singh now continuing from the commentary end. And that's driven beautifully, but straight to the man. As the wind's really starting to pick up here now at Bolen Park. We've seen windy conditions all throughout the week, especially yesterday. And now in the semis, though it is a bright and sunny day out here in Leesburg, Virginia. This time a swing and a miss there, a fuller delivery.
Good over so far, given how Kingsmen cricket has been going so far. They've been going at about 10 runs in over, but this was two dot balls and a single thus far. Excellent. In the meantime, Sharjeel is facing. We'll see what. Hopefully, Nawab wants to keep the runs down in this over. Next ball down the leg, short of. It was a little fuller length, but it's just easy ball for the quality of Sharjeel Khan. Pulls out towards the fine leg for a boundary.
Yeah, and in the power play, so just the two men allowed outside, and both these players are both the batsmen here. They're people who can really hit the ball. They can hit one ball into many different parts of the ground, so it's really hard to bowl well to them. And I think if you err even a bit in your liner length, then you will go for runs, as we've seen today. Those short deliveries really not working for the Scorpions at the moment.
That was a better ball. And also that's a better line as well. This time they're staying on the outside, little touch outside the off stump. The length ball, but it was a pretty it's taken a steep bounce as well. Sharjeel tried to hoist it over mid on, but could not make any contact. I agree with you, Jay. I mean, the quality of batsmen that we have today, the margin of error is very less. I mean, anything 2 inches here and there, ball's going to disappear outside the park.
This one's just cut away, but straight to point to finish the over off. It's been a good one for the Florida Scorpions, bringing things back as this one goes for 5, and after 4, 38 for no loss are Kingsmen Cricket.
We have a spin introduced in terms of genres camp. Chandras Jagisar bowling off spin. Let's see what first ball, midland leg, pull towards deep mid wicket for a single.
It's interesting to see Scorpions opting for spin inside the power play, knowing how destructive these two batsmen can be. I think this is a bit of a riskier move from the Scorpions, and we'll have to see how it pans out. Sharjeel on strike. As he just helps us on its way towards fine leg. And just taking the single rotating strike here.
I agree there, Jay. It's interesting. I think the way they were picked up, because the openers, Martin Guptill and Sharjeel Khan, were pretty comfortable against the pace. They liked the ball coming onto the bat. That's probably why they chose to go with the spin. But this ball was just full toss ball down the leg side. Rightly put away by Martin Guptill for a boundary.
So we were just talking about that margin of error in the previous over, when we can see it on play here. Jagisar not getting his length right. So we'll have a look at that again. There's the full toss, down leg, easy pickings for Guptill. And this time he swept it away and over the boundary as well. So Martin Guptill continuing his charge, this time with a maximum.
Fantastic slog sweep from Martin Guptill there. It was actually a poor ball. I mean, at that point, he's not going to let that ball go any day. That's and the 50 comes up for Kingsmen Cricket in about just over 4 overs. Excellent run rate. And I think the reason they brought in Chandras Jagisar is because of the shot, because of left-hander. Because they could have opted for the leg spinner. I don't know if they have any, but the way Shajil Khan was going, they wanted at least to negate some of the, maybe see try out off spin and see what happens.
And this is smart from Kingsmen to have that right-hander on strike now, with Sharjeel at the non-striker's end having taken a single. As this one's played into the offside, but straight to the man.
Last ball of the over. Martin Guptill was trying to hoist it over mid-wicket. Didn't make a good contact, but they were still able to complete 2 runs. Ball cleaned up by the mid-wicket fielder. Total right now is 52 for no loss. We're end of 5 overs. A quarter of the overs are gone for the innings. We have another bowling change. We have Kamau Levrock coming in from commentary end. Kamau Levrock is an experienced campaigner. He's a Bermudian cricketer and also captain of Bermuda cricket team. Right arm, medium fast. He has actually done very well in this tournament, Jay. He has picked up about 8 wickets. He's probably the top wicket taker in the tournament thus far. I was checking earlier. Actually, he's a top wicket taker for the team. So he's one of the leading. He's probably strike bowler for the team, I would say. And bowl medium fast. Let's see how is he gonna handle Sharjeel Khan.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting matchup, this. As he beats the outside edge of Sharjeel. And just in the last game, actually, Levrock picked up 3 wickets in 1 over in the quarterfinals against Clarion County. So he is someone who can really just change the game in the matter of an over, as he did that one. This time a bit short, pulls it away, but just out towards a deep square leg for that single.
Yeah, speaking of the last game, that was actually probably one of the interesting quarterfinals that we had. Clarion County versus Florida Scorpions. Scorpions scored 145. That was not a big target. In fact, I mean, even Clarion County, they had a loaded batting lineup. But to come out and defend, and they needed 19 runs in last 2 overs. Ashmead Ned, he gave only 1 run in 19th over. Until then, Carmi Lerox was going great. He hit 2 boundaries and 2 sixes just before that. So it speaks volume about the bowling depth that Florida Scorpions have. But today they're running into Kingsmen Cricket, and who's got a really loaded batting lineup. So let's see, how this is going to work out. Again, this is going to be great entertainment for the people who have come out to watch this game. Great bowling by Kamau thus far. He's not giving any weight. As I said, he's an experienced campaigner thus far from Bermuda. He's giving he's keeping the line and length very tight. Also generating some decent, really good pace. Just 1 run from 4 balls thus far.
Absolutely, and this one once again played straight to the fielder. The final over of the power play this is. And Kingsmen, they've done well so far, but now in this final over with the field restrictions, really not able to find the boundary. One ball remaining now in the 6th. And that's just going to be defended back to Levrock. So the end of an excellent over that. Just 1 run coming from it. And 6 overs done. End of the power play. 53 for no loss are Kingsmen Cricket. John Ross Jagasar continuing. His first over, a bit expensive, none for 14. And with that single off the first ball, it'll be Guptill on strike now. And we can see the field has spread out immediately after the end of the power play. With the way these two were going, we've got many more fielders at the boundary. On the leg side, there's just the 1 man inside the ring, which is your fine leg. Jagasar now. And Guptill's just guided that away towards third man. He'll pick up the single. So 55 for no loss we're at right now, midway through the 7th. Where do you think the Kingsmen Cricket are going to get to at the end of their 20 overs? Give us your predictions. George, thoughts? Where do you think they're going to end? A prediction here.
It all depends on how this pair plays. I would say, given the batting lineup they have, given the amount of runs that we have already, about almost 50, 55 runs thus far, I think they will end up somewhere around 200. Kingsmen Cricket is somewhere around 200, maybe 205, 210, around that range. They should, because I think if they can see how they negotiate Levrock's over, he's probably because as we saw in the first over, it's difficult to play him. He's keeping really tight. But that's how he's been bowling throughout the season, throughout the tournament. So they probably may not get a whole lot of, but they have to cash in. They're going to look at the other bowlers as well.
Yes, Guptill has just picked up a boundary there. To finish this over off. So it was turning out to be a really good over from Jagasar. But with that boundary, it's going to be 7 off it. And at the end of 7, 60 for no loss are Kingsmen Cricket. Levrock continuing here as that one's driven into the leg side. And picking up a couple of runs are Sharjeel and Guptill.
Kamau Levrock is continuing his excellent previous over, this over as well. This ball was the length ball on the leg stump. Pulled it towards deep backward square leg for a single by Sharjeel Khan.
So a couple of singles and twos to start this over off. And this partnership going strongly now, 64 off 45. Levrock, he's got 3 left in this over. And that's short, pulled away, and over the boundary. So we were just saying how this is turning out to be a good over. But Sharjeel Khan, he'll pick up a maximum. Levrock there, going a bit short. And having to pay the price. You cannot bowl short to these two batsmen. They will pounce on it, even with the 3 men out in the deep on the leg side. Sharjeel Khan backed his ability. And picked up 6. With that, on to 70 now the score.
That was an excellent shot, given that how the field setup, how the bowler has a field setup. He has a the square leg on the boundary, mid wicket on the boundary, and the long on the boundary. And the fourth one is on the boundaries on at 4th and 5th are cover point as well as third man. But still, the quality of any loose ball, these batsmen are going to put them away. Beautiful shot. The full ball on the outside the off stump, driven straight to point covers fielder. That was an excellent reflex catch by the fielder. We're trying to get the fielder's name as well, but that was fantastic catch. The catch taken by Gerard Erasmus, the captain of Namibia national team. Fantastic catch there. That was a wicket that Florida Scorpions were looking to get.
Yeah, massive breakthrough that is. Sharjeel Khan, the in-form Sharjeel Khan. 6 and out for him, and we were just talking about how Levrock has done well in this tournament with the ball in hand, and he's continuing to do that in the big game against Kingsmen in the semi-finals.
Agree with you there, Jay. That is in fact a huge wicket for Florida Scorpions. Given so far how the tournament's gone batting wise for the Kingsmen cricket, Martin Guptill and Sharjeel Khan have scored bulk of the runs. Martin Guptill has scored about 245 runs for the team, and next up was Sharjeel Khan with 198 runs. So they wanted one of these wickets to break that partnership and to get into the deep into the middle order, to take a look at the middle order. We knew, I mean, the way Levrock was bowling, we knew it was just a matter of time. One of them was going to give up, either batsman or the bowler. But after that huge 6, the experience that the Kamau Levrock has, it's shown here, and it was a nice setup as well. But certainly to mention, that was a fantastic catch from Gerard Erasmus as well.
Absolutely. As we have a look at that catch there from the side-on angle, absolutely brilliant from Erasmus. diving to his left. And that ball was hit powerfully by Sharjeel Khan. And to not only get a hand to it, but to take the catch. Brilliant from Erasmus. Saad Ali, the new man in. He'll take a single to get off the mark. He'll retain strike with that as well. As 11 and a wicket come from that over, and after 8, 71 for 1 are Kingsmen cricket.
First change batsman for Kingsmen cricket, Syed Saad Ali. Experienced batsman from Pakistan. He has played plenty of cricket. He has played in PSL Lahore calendars and also recruited by Washington Freedom for Major League Cricket. He's also one of his fantastic batsmen as well. Let's see how is he going to carry forward this team. I mean, he has come in at the perfect time. Team is about 71 in 8 overs. Great time for the middle order to come and continue the proceeding for the Kingsmen cricket. As we said earlier, Kingsmen cricket is loaded with fantastic batsmen. You have, of course, here Syed Saad Ali. We have Milind Kumar, who's also excellent batsman. Then Ramiz Raza, Harmeet Singh. Just to introduce you some of the match officials today, we have Rohan Chambers standing at the striker, non-striker side right now, and we have Harshvardhan Upaluru doing the striker and umpiring. We also have umpiring committee here. We have Ishan Mule, Avik Ganguly. Ishan Mule is the third umpire. Avik Ganguly is a match official. We have the most experienced Anil Pap. Who doesn't know Anil Pap in the region? We also have scorer volunteers. We have like whole enterprise. I have never seen this big group of umpires any time in my career so far. So it's good to see everyone coming here supporting Unity Cup. Thus far, they've been doing fantastic. We have no incident at all. All the games have been fantastic and run smoothly. So big thanks to the umpiring committee and the scoring committee.
And Guptill going big once again, but just out to the man in the deep. Looking for that big shot here. Even after the fall of Sharjeel, we saw him pick up a boundary on the previous delivery through the offside. And this time on the leg side, just the single. Now that brings Syed Saad Ali onto strike, who we were just talking about. As you mentioned, picked up by the Washington Freedom. In the Unity Cup though, hasn't been in the greatest of touch. But looking to get some runs under his belt today, as this one's just nudged into the leg side. Picking up a single, looking to just build his innings, because he's got the time here. Usually when these players come in, it's more so towards the latter end of an innings. With the way Guptill and Sharjeel Khan have been batting. But today, he's in the 9th over, has some time to settle in. But for now, Guptill on strike. And he's just going to cut that away. Out towards deep point for that single.
Not a bad over thus far for Kingsmen cricket. So far, 9 runs coming up with one leg by as well. Last ball of the over coming up from John Russ. That's a dot ball to end with it, and Kingsmen cricket ends this 9 over thus far for 79 runs for loss of 1 wicket. Speaking of introduction, after we introduce the umpiring committee, we have videography live telecast team as well. Umair and his team, they have been I've never seen this many cameras on one field thus far. So we have about 8 cameras today. 8 cameras. We have live doing the. We also have the cameras hung up somewhere at the top. We have the 2 straight cameras. We have 2 cameras on the sides for the umpire reviews. There are highlights. There's replays. There's a drone cameras. I don't know what else. I mean, there's no spot left anymore. All the spots are taken with all the cameras. So this is a fantastic. You see the clarity of the live as well. This is fantastic. It's coming in at 4K. Thanks to our camera team. In the meantime, Ashman Ned is starting his first over of the spell.
Yeah, and so a huge thanks to both the broadcasting team and the match officials. We've had an amazing tournament as we move into the semi-finals now. This is the first semi-final. And that one's down the leg side. Will be signalled a wide.
Meantime, we have new bowler Ashman Ned. Relatively young, 22 years old. Next ball, that was a draw. That's considered as a drop catch. The ball was a short length ball on the leg stump. Batsman tried to pull that towards the fine leg, but that's a drop catch at short fine leg position.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that
again. Replay.
We'll have a look at that again. Just looking to open up, hit it through, fine leg, should have taken that. And so now they'll just pick up a single.
Speaking of Ashmed Ned, 22 years old Guyanese. He plays domestic cricket for Guyana and also played in CPL for Guyana Amazon Warriors. Represented U19 World Cup for West Indies. Excellent, very talented cricketer with this left arm orthodox spin. Thus far he has bowled excellent. Thus far he's given only 5 runs, including 1 wide, but that was including that 1 chance. This ball full on the leg stump, pumped over deep mid wicket, outside the boundary, across the parking lot for a huge 6 from Martin Guptill.
And Guptill here continuing his charge into the 40s now with that shot. And I tell you what, if you're in the area, you've got to stop by to watch this powerful hitting here from Martin Guptill and Kingsmen Cricket. And we'll see the Florida Scorpions as well later on today. But one thing which I must warn you of, if you do come down here, then make sure you have car insurance with the way Guptill's playing at the moment. 1 delivery remaining now in the 10th. Had been a good over up to that point, but a maximum there, just staining the figures of Ashmead Ned. This time he goes again, and into the parking lot as well. So back-to-back 6s to finish the over off. And you could call that commentator's curse as far as how good the over had been going. And what an over this has been for Kingsmen Cricket. 17 from it. And after 10, the halfway stage, 96 for 1 are Kingsmen Cricket.
That is 50 for Martin Guptill. Here, let's look at the replay of that last ball that went for 6. The ball was a little bit on the leg stump line, but Martin Guptill picked up the little fuller length ball, pumped it over mid-wicket into the parking lot for second 6 of the over. Jay, did you park your car in the parking lot, or you make sure you move the car, right? Nothing close by?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way Guptill's playing, and we saw that parking lot pretty empty about half an hour ago. It's absolutely filled now.
With that, Guptill's second 50 came by, and He's still going strong. 50 from 29 balls. So if you're anywhere close by, come on over. You can get to watch his excellent talent at display here at Bolen Park. We have a lot more the batsmen, batting talent, bowling talent to come up. And next ball on the leg stump, short of length. Try to pull it over backward square leg, but ends up giving it straight catch to the fielder on the boundary.
Inside Saad Ali, that is, who's gone. Saad bin Zafar brought into the attack, and he struck off his first delivery. So we have a look at that again, opening up, trying to hit it over that man at deep square leg, but hits it straight to him. Kamau Levrock, the man out in the deep, taking a good catch. And so with that now, the second wicket down for Kingsmen. 96 for 2 they are.
That was an excellent bowling change, Jay. Saad bin Zafar represents Canada in international cricket. Left-hand bat as well as left-arm slow orthodox. He's got plenty of experience. He also played in the first version of Canada Global T20 that happened a couple of years ago. But comes in, the first ball, gets a wicket. Excellent start for him. Do you think the Kingsmen cricket is part of bother at this moment? I know they have plenty of batsmen to come, but next one is going to be coming in, new batsman in Milind Kumar. He plays a lot of cricket here in DC area as well as all across United States. He plays his minor league cricket for Philadelphians. Also recently recruited by Texas Super Kings for Major League Cricket. Excellent cricket. Once when he gets set, we all know what kind of damage he can cause. The first ball he faces, short ball outside the leg stump, pumps it over mid wicket for a flat 6.
Milind Kumar, forget about getting set. He's just gonna pump the first one over deep square leg. And with that, the 100 coming up for Kingsmen cricket in just the 11th over. Now this is a partnership which I'm very much looking forward to. Martin Guptill, Milind Kumar, they're both players who respect those good deliveries. They know how to rotate strike. They've played those big innings, but you give them bad balls like that one, then they will deposit that one over the boundary.
Yeah, that was an easy ball. Milind goes, thank you very much. That's exactly what I needed for the first ball when I come in. Second ball is a much better on the outside the off stump, fuller length, bowling to the field. Driven straight to long off for a single. Speaking of Milind, he's played plenty of first-class cricket in India. Very highly rated batsman. He was even in a roster for Royal Challengers Bangalore for a couple of seasons. But good to see such talent here as well. He played cricket in the Washington Cricket League in the area. Recently moved to Houston. But exciting batsman to watch for sure.
Absolutely, and a few years ago I'll get back to this after this ball, which is just nudged into the leg side for the single. But a few years ago, in the Ranji Trophy, which is a test tournament in India, he was actually the leading run scorer. I believe 2017-ish this was. So a quality player, Milind Kumar is. But now, in the shortest format of the game, T20s, he's proven himself in the US. Now for Kingsmen, trying to get them to a good score here in the semi-finals. So that's going to bring us to the end of the 11th over. 9 and a wicket coming from it. And after those 11, 105 for 2 are Kingsmen cricket. Ashmead Ned continuing as that's going to be cut away out to the man in the deep. Deep cover point there, restricting it to the single. So Milind Kumar, Martin Guptill, a key partnership this for Kingsmen. They'd like for it to take them to at least the 15th over. As that one sits straight to the man. And what if these two bat till the 15th over, what it allows Kingsmen to do is the rest of the batsmen now have that base of which they can come and just play those cameos off of, whether that be Harmeet Singh, Hamad Azam, Ramiz Raja, amongst many others.
Good over thus far from Ashmead Ned, especially after those big sixes from Guptill. I think he has fixed his line. Hopefully he got a better line of length this time. But anything down the leg or midland leg, it's going to disappear. So he needs to be very tight with his line of length. Excellent comeback ball, this ball as well. Fuller length on the midland off. Try to drive straight to long on, but cut it off by the bowler. 3 dot balls in a row. Good stuff thus far.
Yeah, just the one from this over till now. A couple deliveries remaining. Ned, can he finish it off well? And has he got him? He has! That is a massive wicket there. Martin Guptill gone. And Ashmead Ned, he has struck. Picks up a wicket here, and it's the big one of Guptill gone for 51.
Perfectly set up by Ashmead Ned. First one run thus far. Little pressure on the batsman to do something different. Ball outside the off turn, played on into the stuff. It was just too close to the body to cut it. Tried to drive it to vacant cover point region, but just ends up playing on into the stumps. That was a big wicket for Florida Scorpions. They'll certainly be happy to take that wicket.
So Guptill gone now. He was looking so good out there. 3 boundaries, 4 maximums. He just reached his half century, but he'll have to walk back. And Ashmead Ned, this is turning out to be an amazing over from him. Harmeet Singh now, the new man who's going to come out joining Milind Kumar. And Harmeet Singh is the captain of the Seattle Thunderbolts in minor league cricket, who just won the entire championship last year. A very destructive batsman.
Very young Harmeet Singh. He played for India U19. Very young prospect. He also plays for Seattle Thunderbolts minor league team, as you said, Jay, and rightly recently recruited by Seattle Orcas for Major League Cricket. Very young, fantastic left-arm orthodox bowler as well as mid-order batsman. Let's see how is he going to carry this innings, especially when they lost 2 quick wickets.
There's some rebuilding required for Kingsmen, as that's going to be the end of the over as well. An excellent one, just 2 coming from it, and that big wicket of Martin Guptill. And after 12, 107 for 3 are Kingsmen cricket. And this one's just played down the ground for the single by Harmeet Singh. And Harmeet, I remember there was this game in minor league last year where his team, to qualify for the playoffs, they had to chase 110 odd in 7.5 overs, and he came out, hit 45 not out from just 13 deliveries, got them into the playoffs. So he is a big match player that way. He's good under pressure, is Harmeet Singh. And today in the semi-finals against the Florida Scorpions, looking to make an impact. But for now, it's Milind Kumar on strike. And he's going to hit that over the covers, reaching aerial for a while, and races away into the boundary as well. So Milind Kumar continuing his charge despite a couple of quick wickets falling at the other end. And with that, Sean moves into double digits.
So the way it's going, Jay. So what do you think the plan is? I think what I feel, this pair has to stay for at least next 2-3 overs, carry the team, and there'll be a perfect opportunity for Hamad Azam to come, and then they have Ramiz Raza as well for them to come and carry forward and finish 20 overs with 200 and odd runs.
Yeah, I agree with you there. This is a really key partnership, as that's just paddled away, running away towards the fine leg boundary, and that is just an excellent shot off the bat of Milind Kumar, using the pace that Saad bin Zafar had, and he placed that really well to the right of the man at fine leg and picks up a boundary for it.
Excellently played, beautifully played by Milind Kumar. Ball was a little bit on the leg stump line, a little bit short, but he did a paddle, I would say paddle sweep, but not really great fielding by the fine leg fielder. He could have stopped that ball easily, but he tried to use his soccer skills, let the ball go to the boundary. Second ball short of his length, pulled towards wide-ish mid-wicket fielder for a single. Good comeback by the bowler.
And with that single, Milind Kumar now giving Harmeet Singh the final ball to face. And that one's just played out towards deep mid-wicket. He'll take the single with that retaining strike. 11 runs coming from that over, and after 13, 118 for 3 are Kingsmen Cricket.
Ashmead Ned continuing his third over. First ball, big 6 over cow corner.
Harmeet Singh, we were just talking about how destructive he can be, and showing his power on that occasion. Ned now under some pressure. His first delivery has sailed over the boundary. Harmeet Singh, he goes again and gets an even longer 6 that. So back-to-back maximums now for Harmeet Singh, and he's continuing his charge against Ashmead Ned. Doesn't matter that a couple of wickets have fell, doesn't matter that he's new to the crease, he will attack you if you don't bowl well. Will Harmeet Singh?
That's right, Jay. Exciting prospect, Harmeet Singh. We knew what he can do if you give him the bad balls. He has done in the past in the last game as well, and he's gotten to started to do it here as well. Just when the Florida Scorpions thought that they can breathe comfortably now with the wickets of Martin Guptill and Sharjil Khan. Here's when Harmeet Singh is continuing to what they left off. Third ball, full length outside the off stump. This time, pumped it over cow corner. That's it again. Third six of the over.
Harmeet Singh. He is playing so well right now. 3 consecutive sixes to start this net over off. As you said, Martin Guptill, Sharjil Khan, they may be gone. But Harmeet Singh, he's still there.
Cricket fans, if you wanted to look at how Guptill was going to bat, here we go. You got extension of Guptill in Harmeet Singh. Purely entertaining the huge crowd that we have today. They come up to see quality cricket here at Bolen Park. If you're anywhere close by, come on over. Bring your picnic baskets, tents, whatever. Enjoy the cricket. We have fantastic array of skills on display. We have a lot of batting to come, a lot of bowling to come. Fantastic players on display on both sides this game as well as in the afternoon as well. Come on over.
Now Ned, where does he go? Harmeet, he goes again. Cries of catch it, and it's over him. 4 consecutive sixes for Harmeet Singh, and he is looking unstoppable at the moment. 4 sixes over long on in cow corner. Harmeet Singh 27 from just 7 deliveries.
Great attempt by the fielder there. He was almost, probably about 3-4 inches from his reach. Would have been an excellent catch if he may have managed to pick them. Now in the meantime, next ball, short of it and outside the off stump, driven to extra cover for 2 runs by Harmeet Singh. Excellent over for Kingsmen Cricket. Their scoring rate has gone back up again, over 10 runs and over. The fielders on the boundary are deep cover point. We have long off, long on, mid wicket, and backward square leg. In the meantime, next ball, short of a length, mid-length leg, pulled straight to the mid wicket boundary for 4 runs. Excellent shot.
30 runs have come off this over. Harmeet Singh is absolutely taking apart Ashmead Ned here. And once again, a bit short, and that's pulled away very well in that gap there. There was a deep mid-wicket in place. There was a deep square leg as well, but he's got it right between those 2 men. So 30 from that over. And with that, after 14, 148 for 3. And we were talking about the many cameras. Here's one of them, the drone shot.
That's right, Jay. Thus far, such pure entertainment, quality, very high quality, batting, bowling, everything. Look at the live camera. We have a drone shots coming up. We have the batting. Everyone is busy. You see, the umpires are busy. The umpires are tested every ball. They're doing something. There's a hands up, hands down, sideways, upways, whatnot. We have scorer here running in all over the place, updating the score, because the scores don't stay at the same level for too long, because they're going in 10s and 20s. So everyone's busy, including my scorer, doing the manual scoring. He's also busy. He's running out of papers, writing 6s. So let's see, if you want to come over, enjoy the live show here at the Bolen Park.
The strike bowler now for Florida Scorpions brought back. 1 for 12 in his first 2 overs. Kamau Levrock. And trying to get a breakthrough here. This time a bit short, just nudged away into the leg side. That by Milind Kumar. They want the second. And if they got it in the end, I think they have, it appears. That is very well run. Milind Kumar putting in that dive in the end. And both these players so quick between the wickets. We've seen the massive sixes. Now they're running between the wickets. And with that, the 150 coming up for Kingsmen Cricket.
That's right. Levrock is a very high quality bowler. As I said earlier, he's done fantastic in this tournament so far. The batsmen, they know that they can't go. They're not going to get the easy balls. They're trying their best to rotate. 2 runs, 1 run. Even if they score 8, 10 runs in this over, that is still a huge advantage for Kingsmen Cricket. In the meantime, next ball. Excellent ball bowled outside, a little bit short of a length. Steep bounce. Milind plays it down to third man for a single. The boundary riders for Harmeet Singh. We have a third man on the boundary, cover point on the boundary. We have long off, mid wicket and backward square leg on the boundary. And 4 men in the circle. See, next ball up from Levrock. Next ball, excellent ball outside the off stump. Missed the edge by Whisker. Great bowling by Levrock to Harmeet Singh.
Yeah, this is really good stuff from Levrock here. Trying to slow down that run rate, bring this game back in favour of the Scorpions as we move into the death overs. Because if these two are set moving into the death overs, then Florida Scorpions, it's going to be some really tough going for them in the final phase of the first innings.
Beautiful ball. Next ball by come out Levrock. Again, short of a length. Just rears up. Goes close to the edge. Outside edge of the batsman. Really good comeback over from Florida Scorpions. As I was saying about the broadcast, about the cameras, the quality of coverage and everything, the only thing that's missing, I wish we had it, is the speed gun. Hopefully we get that next time, because these bowlers, especially Kamau, they generate plenty of pace. We saw some of the bowlers yesterday as well. Shinwari was generating excellent pace. We had even today Matthew Ford, Levrock. Hopefully next time we'll get a speed gun to see how fast these guys are bowling, because from here it looks like lightning fast.
Absolutely, and we've got some more amazing fast bowling on show for you today, with the likes of Ruman Raiz, who's very quick as well. Yesterday we saw Salman Irshad as well. And so that speed gun, definitely a must now for next year, when this tournament comes back, even bigger, even better. As this one's just guided gently down towards deep third man, picking up the single. And with that, it's going to be the end of the over as well. A top-notch over this from Levrock, just 4 runs from it. And after 15, 152 for 3 are Kingsmen Cricket. Nawab Singh now into the attack. Opening the bowling, he had none for 14 in his first two, so economical here, but looking to pick up a wicket. So the Florida Scorpions in need of a breakthrough. And just having a chat with the experienced Gerard Erasmus as he comes to the top of his mark.
Nawab Singh, another frontline bowler for Florida Scorpions. He's done fantastic thus far for the team, picking up 7 wickets from the tournament. He's coming back for his second spell. 14 runs from 2 overs. Let's see what he has, how Harmeet's going to... The first ball, short ball, pulled straight over mid-wicket. Let's see. That will be concluded as a 6. Although a fielder took the catch at mid-wicket, but after the catch he went over the boundary. Umpire called in as a 6. First ball, 6 runs. Harmeet Singh has continued what he left off in the previous over. But it was a poor ball anyway. This was a little bit shorter length. Harmeet's not going to let that go any day.
Yeah, if we've learned anything about Harmeet Singh today, it's that you cannot bowl short to him because he's very strong on that leg side, especially in that cow corner region. And this time that's much better. Goes fuller, does Nawab Singh, keeps it outside off, and Harmeet not able to get bad on it.
Good comeback ball by Nawab Singh, especially after that 6.
And Harmeet Singh here, 40 off 15 he's on. And once again a swing and a miss. So I think to Harmeet you want to keep it outside off. He's a very leg side dominant player. He's got some good shots on the offside too, but you want to keep it on the offside, a bit fuller, maybe that length ball.
This ball was a little touch outside the off stump. Harmeet is looking at mid long on and also cow corner. Try to go for a big heave, but completely missing the ball. The fourth ball of the over coming up. Fuller ball outside the offside. Again the same shot, but this time it's top edges to short cover for an easy catch to Kamav Levrock. The Kingsmen cricket loses their 4th wicket in Harmeet Singh. Well made, 40 off 16. Excellent batting again. Let's look at the replay. Ball outside the off stump. Tried again, going for the same direction to cow corner, but ends up edging the ball to short cover position. Easy catch.
Yeah, and that really is a huge wicket now. Harmeet Singh, how good was he looking out there? 40 off 17. 1 boundary, but 5 maximums. And Nawab Singh, who's done so well in this tournament, has picked up yet another wicket, breaking this partnership right as we enter into the death overs. And Kamau Levrock there taking a well-judged catch, as that one went quite the long way up in the air. We have a look at that again. There we go, just looking to go over the leg side. And that top edge to short covers. So with that now, Harmeet Singh on 158 for 4. Or Kingsmen cricket with 2 left in the 16th. Hamad Azam, the new man in, joins Milind Kumar out in the middle. And Azam is a quality all-rounder. Takes a bit of time to get set, but once he gets set, we'll really see some fireworks from him and some explosive batting.
That's right, Jay. Heard a lot about Hamad Azam from Pakistan. He's played so plenty of cricket in the Pakistan circuit. Right-hand batsman, but people speak highly about him. But let's see what he has here. Thus far, he hasn't gotten going yet. He had just a the highest run of 39, one of the game, but team needs him today for sure. Excellent first ball from Nawab. Glided towards wideish third man region. Batsman coming back for well run. They've taken 4 runs. Excellent running by the batsman.
Absolutely, and Milind Kumar, Hamad Azam, 2 men very quick between the stumps. As that ball was going towards the boundary, didn't quite get there as that man did well to stop it. We'll have a look at that again. Yeah, I think he's done really well, that man out in the deep. But they've run 4. Not many times you see that. And this one's driven but straight to the man it covers. And you can see that intent. They were looking for that single even when that ball went straight to the man at short covers. And so with that, it's going to be the end of the over. 10 runs from it. And after 16, 162 for 4. Our Kingsmen cricket with 4 left now in this innings.
Matthew Ford coming back for his second spell of the innings. He has bowled 2 overs thus far for 24 runs. Kingsmen cricket has 4 more overs of the innings left. 162 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. They would like to be somewhere around 210, 220. That would be a good score for the team. The first ball of for Matthew Ford. Excellent ball outside the off stump, short of a good length. Cut towards to deep cover point region for a single.
And we were talking about the quick bowlers and how quick the bowlers are at this tournament in the Unity Cup. Matthew Ford here. He is very quick, bowls some really good pace. He'll be bowling to Hamad Azam. And Azam was actually the MVP of minor league cricket back in its inaugural season in 2021. But now here at the Unity Cup, looking to get some runs under his belt as this one's hit away towards the man at deep third. And they'll just take the single from it, getting Milind Kumar back on strike.
Good first 2 balls by Matthew Ford this over, giving no width to the batsman. But the batsman, I think, is taking his singles. But excellent running between the batsmen so far. They were very, very quick. Again, good ball again from Matthew Ford. Just touch outside the off stump. Looks like it surprised Milind a little bit, but looked like the ball stayed a little bit lower than he expected. Nevertheless, good over thus far for Florida Scorpions.
Yeah, and on this ball and the first ball of the over as well, which Milind faced, both times we see him stepping onto the leg side. This time on the offside though. And once again, the really good bowling here from Matthew Ford continuing. He saw Milind step onto the offside, trying to ramp it over, and he went much shorter. Did Matthew Ford, though it was signalled a wide that by the umpire on height. But you can see the plan there from Ford as soon as he saw Milind step into the offside.
There has been a fielder change. Third man coming in. Good ball. Fuller outside the off stump. Pumped, driven over cover fielder for another attempt at the boundary for Milind Kumar.
So Milind Kumar there saw that one full, outside off, stayed where he was. For the last 3 deliveries in the over, we saw him moving around in his crease a lot. This time though, stayed there, saw the ball, and got that one over extra covers. And this time, Milind Kumar, he'll pick up a maximum. An excellent shot that was once again. So what was turning out to be a really good over up until that point, it's gone for 10 now of the last 2 deliveries. So we'll have a look at that one again. Matthew Ford going full, and Milind Kumar, we'd seen him try that earlier in the over. We moved across the offside but missed that ball. This time though, getting it successfully, that ramp. And then there's just going to be a single to finish the over off. So a big over this for Kingsmen, 14 from it. As we just have a look at that ramp again. Amazing stuff from Milind. So 14 from that over, and after 17, 176 for 4 are Kingsmen Cricket.
Nawab Singh continuing his spell. Bolen coming down to bowl last over of his spell. Nawab Singh has bowled decently thus far. He's given 24 runs from his 3 overs, picking up 1 wicket. Three overs of the innings left for Kingsmen Cricket. They are 4 down. There are plenty of batting power left in the tank. Let's see how Milind and Hamad is going to continue rest of the 18 balls of the innings. They are looking to score at least 40 runs in the next 18 balls. Regardless, this is going to be entertainment for sure for the viewers that's at the field right now, and also those who are watching on live online. Next ball, fuller length, takes an edge. Excellent juggling catch by the keeper, Andre Fletcher. And the wicket time for that's a big wicket for Florida Scorpions. Milind Kumar gets out, well made, 33 from 15 balls. And Kingsmen Cricket loses their 5th wicket for 176 runs.
Yeah, we've seen some amazing catches in this tournament, and that's right up there. You can see Nawab Singh going full, looking for that big heave into the leg side. And what a catch that is. One-handed, outstretched, jumping to his right. And then after that, a juggling catch, as you said. So, excellent stuff there from Andre Fletcher. As Milind Kumar will have to walk back. 33 off 16. So 33 from 16. Milind Kumar departs, and Nawab Singh brought back for his final over, and he's gotten a big wicket here. He's second. He's picked up both Harmeet Singh and Milind Kumar now. 2 batsmen who were looking really good. So 176 for 5 on the first ball of the 18th are Kingsmen Cricket. Trying to reach that 200 mark, more than that in fact. If they can get to that 210-ish, would be ideal for them. 210, 215. Ali Anwar now, the new man in. And that's just guided towards the man at covers. So Ali Anwar with that, he'll get off the mark. He's also someone who hasn't gotten too many opportunities to bat with the way the top order has been playing. But in here today with an important role, 3 overs to go. Trying to finish this innings off well. And this time going a bit short. Just looking to try and guide it away past the man at fine leg who's inside the circle. But not getting bad on that was Hamad Azam. So this is turning out to be a good over here, just the 1 run and a wicket from it as Nawab Singh runs in once again. And that one signaled wide. Keeper misses it as well, diving to his right. So really not getting his line right on that one was Nawab Singh, and they'll pick up a single from it as well. Which gets Ali Anwar back on strike. This one's just going to be driven down the ground towards long on. Just settling for that single, so the good bowling continuing here from Nawab Singh.
Excellent bowling thus far, given the state of the innings. And 18th over running, 2 balls to go. 3 runs thus far given, but picked up 1 big wicket as well. Good bowling by Nawab and Florida Scorpions. The field set up right now, it looks like they have a deep square leg, mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and cover boundary as well. 5th ball, then come a fuller ball driven straight to the long on fielder for a single. Last ball of the over coming up, and also last ball of Nawab Singh's spell as well. Let's see. Let's look at that ball again. Last ball of the Nawab Singh's over. That was a fuller ball. I hope that we get the highlights for the replay of that. But there was a fuller ball outside the off stump. Good comeback though. But batsman goes for a big heave towards the long off region, but ends up edging the ball over short third man for a boundary. Here we go. The replay coming up. The fuller ball outside the off stump. There you go. Batsman goes. Try to hit that over bowlers but ends up taking edge to the third man to a much needed boundary for the over. Otherwise the over was going really well for Florida Scorpions, but ends up with about 11 runs in that over. Last 2 overs coming up for Kingsmen. Matthew Ford coming back for his 4th over of the spell. Ahmad tries to scoop that ball over fine leg. He knows that there is no deep fielders in the fine leg region. Completely missing that ball.
Again, there was an appeal from the keeper, but the umpire not interested there. There's another swing and a miss there outside off. So 185 is where Kingsmen currently sit. 10 deliveries remaining. From a Scorpions point of view, ideally, they'd like to keep the Kingsmen under 200 or about that 200-ish mark, while the Kingsmen would like to try and get towards 210, 215. As that's gone up in the air, long on, coming around. And it's gonna go over him. So a maximum there, that'll definitely help the Kingsmen cause. Hamad Azam seeing that full delivery, and he has lofted that over long on. Into the 190s with that now are Kingsmen. Oh, this time steps into the offside. There's a man out in the deep, and he'll take the catch. So once again, Hamad Azam looking to clear the boundary here in the death overs, but this time he'll have to walk back. That's a good catch taken out in the deep. As we have a look at that again, Matthew Ford going very full, down on one knee as he tried to flick that away, and a good low catch that is, out by the man in the deep. And so with that now, the 6th wicket falling for Kingsmen, as Hamad Azam has gone for 12 off 9 deliveries. He's played a couple of good looking shots, but he's gone now. And so 191 for 6 midway through the 19th are Kingsmen cricket.
Next man in, next batsman in, Ramiz Raza for Kingsmen cricket, wicket-keeper batsman. Hasn't really taken off thus far in the tournament. 3 boundaries, 1 6, but he's also highly qualified batsman for the team. In the meantime, Matthew Ford comes in for the 5th ball of the over. First ball, too short of a ball on the leg side, pumped over deep backward square leg for a huge 6.
So Ford, I think he went for a bit of a slower delivery, as Ramiz Raja, he had all the time in the world there, moved into the offside, waited for it, and hit it well over deep square like that. So not the best of deliveries there from Matthew Ford. So we have a look at that again, going short, trying to follow the batsman, but not working out for him there, Matthew Ford.
Yeah, that looks like a slower ball, but exactly what the new batsman needed when it comes to the wicket. Slower ball down the leg side. This time shorter length, quicker ball. Again, same result. Hits over fine leg for a huge 6 again.
This has been quite the over, dot, and then after that 6 wicket, 6-6. So they're only looking for maximums here at this point, are Kingsmen cricket, and with that the 200 coming up for them. 18 runs this over's gone for, and 203 for 6 with 1 over to go, Kingsmen cricket. This is exactly the big over that they needed. Matthew Ford.
Looks like, are we going at the score that we predicted, about 205, 210? Right, that's where we were saying that I think Kingsmen, that's what they were looking at. I think even the Cricket Clubs is saying projected score is 210. Unless the last over is bowled by, let's see who's going to bowl last over. Kamau is coming back. Start a tough customer to handle, but let's see how he's going to bowl. Even if he goes for 10 runs, I think it's going to be over about 211, 212. But big over coming up for Florida Scorpions. But Kingsmen Cricket should be pretty happy where they are at this stage. 203 for 6 in 19th over, and another 6 balls to go. Let's see what Kamau is going to do in this over. He has bowled fantastic thus far. 3 overs, 16 runs, 1 wicket. Can't ask better than that. First ball of the over, down the leg, fuller length, hits the pads. Batsman scampered through for a single. Looks like umpire is gonna signal a leg bye.
Now with that leg bye, it'll be Ramesh Raja on strike. Levrock here, if he can restrict the Kingsmen to under 210, I think Florida Scorpions would be really happy with that. As far as the final over is concerned, steps into the offside, lofts it straight down the ground, and he's done well as that man running back from mid-off. Nitish Kumar, I believe that is, and puts a stop to it, restricting it just to a couple of runs.
Yeah, Jay, looks like the long on boundary was vacant. The mid-off was in the circle. The Ramesh Raza was looking to that vacant area, but just ends up just edging it. But this time again, fuller ball down the leg. Tries to go for big hit, but ends up edging, or balls rolls on along the ground to mid the square leg fielder for a single. Good over thus far, given the situation. I mean, the game situation. It's 3 balls, 4 runs, including 1 leg bye. 3 balls to come.
Yeah, really good over this is turning out to be from Levrock. As he goes fully down the ground. And this is going to sail all the way over, is it? It is! Just past that man, diving from long on. It was in his hands, but ends up going over. Erasmus, I believe that fielder is. But 4 Kingsmen nonetheless, they're going to pick up a maximum here. And that's exactly what they would have wanted.
That was a good ball, in fact. It was a midland leg, full ball. Batsman tried to go, but that ball was very close to the boundary line. Fielder Gerard Erasmus attempted to go for the catch, but could not. This fall, the short of length, but the fielder drops the catch. That was a catch, easy catch chance, but just drops it. But one before that was a difficult catch. Erasmus tries to. It was a diving. Tries to stop the 6, but ends up spilling it over boundary for a 6. Let's look at this catch as well. Short ball, tried to pull it over mid wicket, didn't connect completely, but batsman it was an opportunity for an easy catch, just drops it.
And he's cleaned up on the final delivery is Ramesh Raja. And so with that, it's going to be the end of 20 overs. Kingsmen Cricket end on 214 for 7. A massive score here in the first semi-final, which means the Florida Scorpions will need 215 to win, and which should be a very exciting and entertaining chase coming right your way in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
It's the first semifinals, and the Kingsmen have put up 214 runs on the board. From Florida Scorpions, I have with me Kamal Livrock, who took 2 wickets, especially making that big breakthrough in the first, getting Sergio Khan out. They were 70 without loss, and I think that wicket definitely broke some of the momentum.
Yeah, I was just trying to build some dots, build some pressure. I knew, a big shot had to come at some point, so I just had to stick to my lines.
With 214 runs on the board, the 2 wickets you took, and especially the 2 wickets Nawab took, because Hermeet and Millen were building up a partnership. So we saw, every time the batsmen were coming in, you guys kept a lot of tidy overs, especially your overs, when you were coming in, bowling really tight and not letting them get too far, especially that 14th over, where they scored the 30 runs, kind of helped boost them get to that 200 plus. But what do you think of that total?
The thing about batting on matting, it can be very, very true. Apart from some that jump off a length, I think you could get in, and when you get in, you should go big.
And you'll be coming out to bat soon as well. So, with the batting lineup you guys have, how do you think you guys are going to take this on? Obviously, partnerships will definitely be key.
We have a few guys in form, so hopefully they can remain in form. So our batting goes quite deep, and hopefully we won't need to be that deep, but, the outfield's quite fast. The pitch is playing all right, so we should be all right.
Well, the chase is on. 215 to win for you guys. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. From Kingsmen, I'm joined with Martin Guptill, 51 off of 35, and so far the leading run scorer as well. But how do you feel about your knock?
Yeah, it was a good start. I mean, got us into a pretty good position to, for the lower order to have a bit of fun at the end, and we got to a pretty competitive total. So just happy to contribute.
And how's it been, batting with Sergio Khan at the end? You guys are one of the best partnerships, throughout the tournament. You guys have been playing really well, batting really well.
Yeah, I've enjoyed batting with Shaji. I mean, I played with him at Karachi Kings a couple of years ago at PSL, so nice to get reacquainted, and, he's been batting beautifully. Obviously got 100 a few days ago, and some really good knocks in between that, so it's been really good fun.
Yeah, we saw, after losing some wickets, I think Millen and Hermeet did a great job to, rebuild the innings, and then down the order, everyone came in and added that run, so it gets you guys to 214.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Hermeet batted extremely well, 4 sixes in a row, and then, a 2 and another one. So it was a great, a great knock from him. He put the impetus right back into the innings to get us to a very good total.
Now you guys have 214 to defend, but with that bowling lineup you guys have, I mean, each of them being wicket takers, some incredible bowlers who have been able to take wickets through each match, keeping the overs tidy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some really good bowlers here, world-class bowlers who have played a lot for Pakistan. So, we'll call on their experience today. But cricket's a funny game. Things can happen. But I've got the faith in our bowlers to pull it off.
Absolutely. Well, all the best, Martin. Thank you. That's it here from the mid-innings. Kingsmen have 214 to defend. Florida Scorpions will try to be getting their 215. It's back to the comm box.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of the first semi-final here between Kingsmen Cricket and the Florida Scorpions. Kingsmen winning the toss, batting first, made 214 for 7 in their 20 overs. So 215 is what Florida Scorpions need to win this game and book a spot in the finals. I'm Jael Hansen. Joining me here in the commentary box is George Matthias. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Jay. We have exciting chase coming up here. Opening batsman for Florida Scorpions, Kamau Levrock. As I said earlier, Bermuda cricketer, captain of Bermuda cricket team. Right-hand bat, exciting stroke maker. Is partnering him is Andre Fletcher, who needs no introduction. Played plenty of cricket for West Indies, plays all over the world. All the T20 league. He has played in IPL, BBL, and BP, Bangladesh Premier League as well, and Big Bash League for Melbourne Strikers. Here we go. First ball from Ruman Rais to Kamau Levrock. Excellent bowling from Kamau. That ball at the outside after tried to dodge the ball, leave the ball on, but ends up taking the edge, outer edge to the keeper, Ramiz Raza. And here's go. Florida Scorpions draw first blood in Kamau Levrock.
That is a huge wicket there. Levrock on now, who was looking so good throughout this tournament. With the ball in hand, he did well in the first innings, but with the bat, can't get going. And Ruman Reis, he's picked up a huge wicket here. Kamau Levrock gone for a second ball duck in such a big chase, and so pressure on the Scorpions from the start here. So we have a look at the side on angle on that, looking to just guide it through, then just trying to duck away. Gets an outside edge though. A very good ball that from Reis. And he struck early, Reis. He's been so good in the power play all throughout the season, and now once again delivering in the semi-finals.
That's right, Jay. The Ruman Rais, with all his experience from Pakistan cricket, including PSL, is showing true skills. He's not really bowling from his full run-up. He's generating plenty of pace from 4 or 5 steps. With that, we have a new batsman in Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar is a right-hand batsman from Canada. Getting ready the first ball from Ruman. Short of a good length ball on the leg stump line. Driven to square leg for a single. With that, he opens his account. Nitish Kumar is a solid batsman from Canada. He's played plenty of cricket for a Canadian team. He was a former captain of national Canadian team. Has been recently recruited for Los Angeles Knight Riders, a major league cricket team. Let's see how is he going to continue to conduct his chase going forward.
Yes, that one's just flicked away into the leg side, and Nitish Kumar more so plays that anchor role usually, bats deep. And today, he's in early. Not only is he going to have to play that anchor role, but he's also going to have to play some of his shots here in the power play, because the Scorpions, they've got to get off to a quick start if they are to get anywhere close to chasing down this target from the Kingsmen. As this one's just defended on a good length there by Reis. It was Bolen excellent over this. One delivery still to go. We'll see if he can finish it off well as he makes some changes to his field. Slip is taken out. Moved to mid-wicket. That's an interesting move there from Reis.
Last ball of the Ruman Rais' first over coming up. So far, this has been an excellent over, including 1 wicket. Ruman Rais being a professional specialist bowler. He stuck to his line and length right away from the ball one. Exactly what Kingsmen Cricket were looking for. Again, the excellent ball one more time. Midland off, moving out a touch. Defended straight to short cover position. With that, end of first over, Florida Scorpions are 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kingsmen Cricket batted first, won the toss, chose to bat first, scored 214 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in allotted 20 overs. In order for Scorpions to chase this down, they need this pair to stay. They have their top. Nitish Kumar has been their top scorer for the team thus far with 115 runs, highest being 38. They have Andre Fletcher who was a non-striker facing now. He had a decent tournament, but no one really had a high scores for the team thus far. So they want Nitish Kumar, Andre Fletcher, Rutherford, and Gerard Erasmus to play this big role in this entire game. In the meantime, we have new bowler coming in, Samin Gul. Continue to operate, starting his first over from the far end. First ball down the leg side.
That's a leading edge. Just out the point there. I was aerial for a while there from Fletcher. And just adding on to that list of the batting that Florida Scorpions have, Nikhil Kanchan, another name, who's played pretty well in this tournament and in other tournaments across the US. So they do have quite the batting strength through the Florida Scorpions. That's a swing and a miss there by Fletcher. So these two now just struggling a bit here. They have lost Levrock early. Usually it's for the Scorpions, Levrock and Fletcher providing a really good start. Not to be today. As Samin Gul comes in with a slip in place. And that's just defended right back to him.
Samin Gul is stitching a nice over here, Jay, and we have thus far. That's exactly what I expected. I mean, Kingsmen Cricket is a well-rounded team with the excellent bowling lineup. Ruman Rais, Ali Anwar, Samin Gul, Salim Irshad, Harmi. They have backup spinner as well. They have a spinner, not backup. But this ball, the fuller, the good length ball, lofted over mid-wicket for a huge 6. Ball goes over the boundary, across into the lower field. First big hit for Florida Scorpions from Andre Fletcher's blade.
Yeah, they'll need a lot more of that with the Florida Scorpions, especially here in the power play. Andre Fletcher, we all know the power that he possesses, and showing some of it there. As we have a look at that again, that length ball, and just flicks it over. Deep mid-wicket does Andre Fletcher. And so that ball, it's taking some time to find that ball. It's got well into the other field. Almost a 30-yard mark. One of the biggest sixes we've seen in the Unity Cup this year.
Yes, Jay, it took some time to get the ball back, but nevertheless, big hit from Andre Fletcher. I mean, that is what he's capable of doing. He's not gonna bog down by situations. He has seen this type of scenarios plenty of times in his cricketing career. But good finish. Nevertheless, this has been a good over for Kingsmen Cricket. Four dot balls, but they still have 2 balls to go. We'll see what the plan is from Andre Fletcher.
once again, that leading edge there from Fletcher. The second time we've now seen that in this over. But you can see his intent, continuing to look for that big shot, look for that maximum. Just not getting it on that occasion.
Florida Scorpions lost an early wicket in Kamau Levrak. At this point, I think what they need to do is go about maybe 8-9 runs and over next 4 or 5 overs, and then continue to build with when the second change bowlers come up to bowl. But in the meantime, we have last ball of the over coming up thus far. Good over thus far. But this is excellent end of the next ball as well. Bowler saw Fletcher coming up, moving up a little bit, and shortened his length, but batsman managed to just push the ball down to short gully. No run scored. That's end of the over. 7 runs from the over, including 1 extra. Team score: Florida Scorpions 9 runs for the loss of 1 wicket in 2 overs. Run rate at this point is 4.5. Required run rate is about 11.5. But I mean, I don't think there's any reason for Florida Scorpions to panic just yet. They got plenty of batting to come, plenty of overs left as well. I mean, they're gonna continue to score 8 runs and over at this point. But the 8 runs need to come. I mean, they cannot have 4 or 5 runs and overs.
Yes, here Ruman Reis continues, this time inside out, covers, running back, and he's just going to restrict it to a couple of runs. Now, have a look at Ruman Reis. He's not someone with too long of a run-up. He's got a pretty short run-up, yet he generates some good pace. Does Reis?
I have seen him bowl in PSL, Jay. I mean, he has not long run up like Shoaib Akhtar, but he certainly has. He's more than what he has now. This ball, midland leg, looks like a little bit touch slower ball. Nitish Kumar tries to drive to long on, ends up half-hearted shot, but lobs the ball to short mid wicket. No damage done. But yeah, I agree with you. He's generating plenty of pace at that with those 3-4 steps. Excellent ball again. There you go. Second wicket is fallen for Florida Scorpions. This ball on the leg stump line, good length line. But Nitish Kumar tries to glance it down to fine leg, only to give a simple catch to fine leg fielder who's positioned on the 30-yard circle. Second wicket down. Let's take a look at the replay. The ball on the midland leg, try to glance it down. Maybe he was trying to hit the ball over that in the fielder in the circle, but ends up hitting straight to the fielder there. Second wicket down for Florida Scorpions for 11 runs, loss of 2 wickets, 2.3 overs done.
Yeah, I think he was in double minds there, was Nitish Kumar. Does he look to just nudge it into the leg side, pick up a single, or does he try and go over the fielder, try and maximize the power play? But in the end, he's done a bit of both, which is not really something you want to do in cricket. So Ruman Reis now, he's picked up 2. And the new batsman now, Gerard Erasmus. He strides out to the middle, in at number 4, and needs to build a partnership here with Andre Fletcher. Florida Scorpions 11 for 2, not really looking too good for them at the moment.
Yeah, Gerard Erasmus. I mean, I think those of us who have watched a lot of Division 1 World Cricket League, people are familiar with his name. He's a captain of Namibia national cricket team. Fantastic batsman. He is probably a pillar of the Namibian cricket team in terms of batting goes. Scored 48 in the quarterfinal against Clarion County Eagles. at the strike rate of 109. Not a great, but he came in when the team was 3 wickets down. But nevertheless, fantastic batsman. Let's see what he can do. It'll be a treat to watch him go into full mode. Let's see this ball. Good up. There was a shout for LBW ball, midland leg. I think probably looked like he was gonna slide down. Umpire denied the request appeal. Let's take a look. Yeah, looks like pitched. Maybe pitched outside leg. Can't tell from this angle, but regardless, not out has been decided. Yeah, that ball looks like pitched outside the leg stump. Good call by the umpire. With that was end of over number 3. Florida Scorpions has 11 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Samin Gul is coming back for his second over of his first spell. Andre Fletcher is on strike.
That's short, pulled away, and it's gonna sail well over the boundary as well. So continuing that charge there, despite the fact that a few wickets have fell, is Andre Fletcher, and greets Samin Gul's first ball of his second over with a maximum that.
Yeah, great shot. I mean, ball, it wasn't really a bad ball. It was just touch short. But these guys, I mean, the quality of cricket that we have here, quality of batting, anything touch short, they're going to put it away. I mean, same thing happened. This ball isn't just midland off. Sat up nicely, but Fletcher was waiting for that length. Beautiful, beautiful 6.
Samin now once again going short, outside off, and it's going to race away to the boundary at point. And so 6 followed by a 4-10 off the first 2 balls of this over. And this is exactly what the Scorpions need here, trying to maximize the power plays, Andre Fletcher. And Scorpions, after losing a couple of wickets, really need to try and get some runs under their belt early. So some pressure on Samin Gul now. Oh, and that's much better. Fletcher looking at it down the ground in line with the ball, but doesn't quite get the timing he would have liked. This one down the leg side, signaled a wide by the umpire.
Yeah, that's what pressure is going to do to the bowler when you have the quality as high as Andre Fletcher on the other end. You got first ball that was, these balls were not really bad balls. The first ball was in the midland leg. It was short and nice, just a touch short, goes over mid wicket. Next ball, just touch outside off stump. Not really short ball. Easily cuts it for a boundary. This ball was fuller, the leg stump line, and then drills it towards wide mid wicket for at end of the boundary. Excellent batting from Fletcher.
Yes, we have a look at that again. Very full that, and he's found the gap extremely well, has Andre Fletcher. Oh, this time that's gone up in the air, but just out towards the man in the deep for a single. Now if we have a look at some of the strike rates here for these Florida Scorpions batsmen, for players who have hit at least 50 runs in this tournament, an aggregate, only 2 of those who are still remaining, Andre Fletcher and Sherfain Rutherford, have a strike rate of over 130. So when you're chasing such a big total, that could be a problem here for the Scorpions. As this one's guided away, running away towards the third man boundary. But there is a man out in the deep, so just a single it'll be. So 17 coming from that over. And at the end of 4 overs, that is, for the Florida Scorpions, 28 for 2 they are.
We have a bowling change. Ali Anwar coming in from the commentary end for his first over of the spell.
It's flicked away beautifully off the pads, and it's going to sail into the parking lot as well. So this time, Gerard Erasmus, he's seen Fletcher play so well at the other end, deciding to join the party himself, and he greets Ali Anwar into the attack with a maximum.
Fantastic shot that was, Jay. Yeah, it was just a touch. Ball pitched a midland leg, little touch fuller, but just put that away. Beautiful pickup shot over mid wicket. Good comeback from Ali Anwar. This one just went to the offside line. Little fuller length, kept it a little bit shorter, but shorter length as well. Gerard cuts the ball to cover point fielder, but batsman over to cross for single. The boundary riders are mid wicket on the boundary, and the square leg is on the boundary. Thus far, 2 balls have gone for 7 runs, including 1 6. Let's see what Ali Anwar is going to do rest of the over.
Anwar Ali now is bowled a tidy over. Besides that maximum of the first delivery, as this one's gone up in the air. Mid-off. Oh, just past him there. A good diving effort that was. But not able to get to it. And so Gerard Erasmus, He survives for now.
We've been told the bowler's name is Ali Anwar Ali, not Ali Anwar. Although cricket club's name shows up as Ali Anwar, but his actual name is Anwar Ali. A very good player from Pakistan. This ball is down the leg. He's tried to bowl, I think, looks like a off leg cutter, missing the direction. But regardless, Anwar Ali is fantastic player from Pakistan cricket circuit. He has played 2006 U19 World Cup team as well, right arm fast medium. Thus far, he's done well after the except for the first ball that went for 6. He's come back really well.
Just looking to guide this one down, but misses it there, does Fletcher, and so that's going to be the end of the over. 10 coming from Anwar Ali's first, and after 5, 38 for 2 are the Florida Scorpions.
We have a bowler change again one more time. Salman Irshad is coming up from the far end. Medium pace bowler. Looks like a slingy action. He has taken 4 wickets thus far for Kingsmen Cricket. Another great bowler from Pakistan as well. See how Gerard's going to handle him. First ball from Salman is a little fuller length, midland leg, drills wide of mid wicket, little right side of the long on fielder for a first boundary.
Yeah, good looking shot that from Erasmus to greet Salman into the attack.
Got some interesting action, Jay. It looks like Malinga or Paturana from IPL.
Yeah, and as this one's guided down, and he's going to pick up another boundary here. So Gerard Erasmus now, back-to-back boundaries for him. And Salman under some pressure. But yeah, we have a look at that action again. It is a bit of that slingy action.
Going to be interesting what line and length Salman Irshad is going to go hold, especially after 2 boundaries, back-to-back boundaries. This time fuller ball outside after a little bit shorter. This looks like a slower ball. Gerard tries to split the gap between point and extra cover. Manages just a single. Good comeback ball for Salman Irshad. That puts Andre Fletcher on strike.
This is it.
Full ball, excellent shot, driven straight over bowler's head for another boundary, third boundary of the over. This time from Andre Fletcher. I think there is no respite.
Yeah, this is the final over of the power play, so really trying to make use of those field restrictions. As he went a bit full there and just hit right down the ground to the boundary. Oh, and this time stepping down a bit and just defends it. Final ball of the power play coming up as Salman runs in. And it's going to be a swing and a miss to finish off. So 13 coming from that over, and after 6, 51 for 2 are the Florida Scorpions with the power play done.
Anwar Ali is continuing his spell, second over into his spell. So
Yeah, Anwar Ali's first over, none for 10. And now outside the power play with the field more spread. And he comes in to Gerard Erasmus. And that's a huge appeal there from the bowler. But the umpire remaining unmoved there. Just looking to guide her away. It was a full outside off. But not connecting was Erasmus.
looks like Florida Scorpions are catching up on run rate, Jay. I mean, especially last 2 overs. Last over they had 3 boundaries. Over before that they had a 6 and with total 10 runs. But I think 51 in 6.1 is not bad. I could say they are on target. Good ball from Anwar Ali, short of a length outside off stump. On the off stump, batsman glides that down to third man for a single. I think the first ball Anwar Ali bowled was a little bit, I would say, not a great ball. So put away for 6. After that, he's been bowled pretty well. I mean, he hasn't given any loose balls, and batsmen haven't been able to put him away for bigger returns, so to speak.
He has been bowling well here as Anwar Ali. Besides that 6 off his first delivery, he's just gone for 6 in the 8 balls. And so when you're chasing such a big total, that 200 plus score, you really do have the runs to play with. And Anwar Ali hasn't been allowing Erasmus or Fletcher for that matter as well to score freely off of him, which is good to see here for the Kingsmen side, as this one is driven away but straight to the man it covers.
Good over thus far from Anwar Ali, just 2 runs from 4 balls. If you take out that 6 from those thus far, right, Jay, I think they haven't really scored a lot of runs off of him. The 6 runs, again, speaking of a lot of runs, this time the ball outside, lobbed it into the air, easy catch taken by extra cover fielder. This was the end of Gerard Erasmus' innings there. And Florida Scorpions lose 3rd wicket of their innings for 53 runs in 6.4 overs. Excellent bowling by Anwar Ali.
Yeah.
I would say that I think Florida Scorpions are in spot of bother at this moment.
Yeah, Erasmus, he was looking good out there. Played a couple of good looking shots, but he'll have to walk back now. And so Florida Scorpions in some trouble here. 53 for 3 with 1 delivery remaining in the 9th, chasing a 200 plus total. And things aren't looking too good for them at the moment. Kingsmen, though, well on top at this stage.
Next batsman is Nikhil Kanchan for Florida Scorpions. Hasn't really had a great outing thus far in this tournament. He's played 5 games, batted 3 innings, highest being 23 runs. Let's see what he's going to do in this game. First ball, good ball from Anwar Ali. Take that odd. That should be the end of the over from Anwar Ali. Excellent over again. Just giving 2 runs, but picked up a big wicket of Gerard Erasmus. Florida Scorpion 53 for 3 in 7 overs. We have a bowling change from far end. Harmeet Singh, young player from India. He's moved to USA, plays in a lot of minor league cricket here in USA. Exciting prospect, left arm orthodox bowler. He hasn't bowled in the quarterfinal because he didn't have to. But this time, let's see how he's going to perform in this game.
Yeah, Harmeet Singh did well with bat in hand earlier today. Now with the ball. An excellent delivery to start off there. Beating Fletcher.
Would like to take a moment to appreciate our sponsors as well. We have water supplied by a fantastic company called Aqua Alkaline Hydration. We thank our sponsors as well. Hold on, but we have to take a break. We have a referral here. Handing the mic over to the third umpire, Ishan Mule.
Third umpire to director, we have an umpire review for stumping at the striker's end. Can I get your best side on angle, please? Foot is grounded. Foot is grounded. Oh, ball has not been collected. No, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one.
Signal is not out.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Foot is grounded. Foot is grounded when the bails are taken off. Foot is grounded when the bails are taken off. Decision is not out. Decision is not out.
There you go. We had a first umpire review of the semi-finals today. Excellent job by umpire Ishan Mule. Ishan Mule, my apologies. There you go. This version of Unity Cup, we have player reviews as well. We have fantastic camera work, broadcasting group team here as well, with 7-8 cameras on the field. In the meantime, Harmeet Singh gives a little bit fuller length ball. Andre Fletcher puts it away to Ayrton in the huge 6.
An excellent shot that was from Fletcher, who's continuing his charge. He is the in-form man here for the Florida Scorpions. We have a look at that again. Going full, well outside off, hitting it across the line there, Fletcher. But he's going to pick up a maximum nevertheless. That's into the Kingsmen team camp. Over there, past Cow Corner. And so that's going to be the end of the Harmeet Singh over. Gone for just the 2 up until that 6. So 8 coming from it, and after 8, 61 for 3 are Florida Scorpions.
Meantime, Anwar Ali comes back for his third ball of the over, and excellent first ball. That's the edge to the keeper. He has taken a fantastic catch. Good ball. That was pitched midland leg, midland off, actually taken off from a good length spot. Batsman was nowhere close to playing that ball. Excellent bowling. With that, Florida Scorpions lose 4th wicket of the innings. There you go. This ball was taken off. Fantastic bowling by Anwar Ali, taking full advantage of the pitch. Wicketkeeper Ramesh Raza takes a beautiful catch.
Yeah, just looking to guide that one away was Nikhil Kanchan, who's gone early for just 1 off 4. So his stay at the crease was shortened there by that Anwar Ali delivery. Anwar Ali, of course, someone who's represented Pakistan at the international level. And now here for the Kingsmen, picking up a wicket, and that big one of Nikhil Kanchan, who once again couldn't get going today. But with that, the 4th wicket is now down for the Florida Scorpions. 61 for 4 on the first ball of the 9th. Still another 154 runs they need. That required rate is at 13. And a lot's going to now depend on Andre Fletcher. How many more can Fletcher get from here? 35 of 23 he's on. 3 boundaries, 3 maximums. We have a look at that worm graph there. Kingsmen are very much ahead of essentially the entirety of the innings. Not too many dots along the way either until about this stage.
With that, we have umpire just signaled the impact player who's in to bat, Sherfane Rutherford, replacing Jandras Jagisar. Second ball of the Anwar Ali over coming up. Excellent ball that is to first ball up to Sherfane Rutherford. Sherfane Rutherford needs no introduction. He's been popular, playing plenty of cricket across the world, here in US as well. Exciting left-hand batsman is a true stroke maker. From Guyana, played for Guyanese national team, West Indies national team. Plenty of T20 circuit all over the world. Here the hit gets the first ball from Anwar Ali, tongs it over mid-wicket for a huge 6.
An excellent shot that is from Sherfane Rutherford to get off the mark. And that time Anwar Ali going a bit short, as we'll have a look at that one again. There we go, going a bit short, angling away from Rutherford, but it doesn't matter, he's still going to hit it over deep mid-wicket. That picks up a massive maximum, does Rutherford. Now this combination, Sherfane Rutherford, Andre Fletcher, this is key here for Florida Scorpions. If these two can bat very long, at least till the 17th over, then only could I see Florida Scorpions here with a chance. They've got some batting to come, but this is the destructive pair that they want out in the middle. Andre Fletcher, we've already seen a few good shots from him. Sherfane Rutherford as well with that maximum. as this one's just hit towards point. Will be a dot ball. But Sherfane Rutherford actually, at this very ground in 2021, I believe it was the nation's capital T20 tournament, hit 70 odd from 35 deliveries. And so Rutherford is going to have to replicate something similar to that if the Florida Scorpions are to get anywhere close to a spot in the finals of the Unity Cup 2023. As this one's just
excellent comeback ball from Anwar Ali. Last 2 balls, after that 6. Decent over thus far from Anwar Ali. First ball wicket, third ball 6, but then the next 3 balls have been very good. And I agree, Jay, that this pair is a key for Florida Scorpions. Given the amount of experience they have, Andre Fletcher, Sherfane Rutherford. Sherfane Rutherford has played plenty of cricket, and even in IPL, Sunrisers, Delhi Capitals, RCB, also Sri Lanka T20. So plenty of cricket, and I've seen him hit huge 6s as well. So I agree with you. If they stay for next, I would say maybe 7-8 overs, Florida Scorpions certainly has a chance to get close to the target. And here we go. We are thanking the sponsors, Aqua Alkaline Hydration Water Company. They've been supplying water to the entire tournament for the past week, and a great packaging, great quality of water as well. Thank you so much. And we have some good crowd as well. I mean, today, for they know that the tournament is in business end. Four top teams are vying for the spot in the finals, which is going to be played tomorrow here at Bolen Park again. So this is the first of the 2 semi-finals. This semi-final between Kingsmen Cricket and Florida Scorpions. Great batting, great skills on display here in Bolen Park, and we have some pretty good crowd as well. And I'm sure that we have a lot of fans watching on the YouTube as well. In the meantime, we have Pawan Suyal coming into his spell. First ball of the over coming up now to Andre Fletcher.
Just looking to guide it away there was Fletcher, not getting bad on it though. So a bowling change as Suyal comes in, and it's Anwar Ali who he is or not Anwar Ali, sorry, it's Harmeet Singh who he's replacing, who bowled a decent over last time around.
Pawan Suyal has played for Delhi Capitals as recent as a couple of years ago. He was also with the Mumbai Indians for a brief period of time. So he's a good left-arm fast bowler. I've seen him bowling, I think yesterday, bowled really good spell against Baltimore Royals. So it's going to be exciting to watch him bowl here as well. Looks like that he's sprayed down the leg side. Ball goes to the boundary for 5 extra runs in terms of wide.
Yeah, not exactly what Suyal would have wanted there. And in this tournament, in the Unity Cup, Pawan Suyal, he's just picked up a couple of wickets. Yet to make his mark on the tournament. As we have a look at that one again. There we go, wide down the leg side, past the diving keeper. And races away to the boundary that with fine leg inside the circle. Back live now. As he was looking to cut that one away, it was Fletcher, but once again not getting bad on it. It's interesting to see that delivery a couple of balls ago was not called a wide. This time though, a huge appeal for LBW. The umpire remaining unmoved. There, I think the umpire signaling a leg by to Fletcher, and that'll get Sherfane Rutherford onto strike. This time, once again, just looking to guide her away towards deep third man, but not being able to get that on it in this over. Well, it's gone for 5 runs. 4 of them have been buys, 1 of them leg buys. So as far as Pawan Suyal's figures go, he's bowled 5 balls and not conceded a single run. There we have a look at it. Another really good delivery. Just going away a bit on a good length. Keeping it outside off it. Now the final ball of Suyal's over. Can he finish it off well here? Oh, that's short. It's gone up in the air. And just out towards mid-on. Was well inside the circle, so falling short of that fielder there at long on. And with that, it'll be the end of the over. 6 coming from it. And after 10, the halfway mark, 75 for 4 of the Florida Scorpions, still requiring another 140 runs to book a spot for themselves in the finals of the Unity Cup 2023.
Last over of Anwar Ali's spell is coming up as we speak. So far he's given 20 runs off 3 overs and picked 2 wickets. Sherfane Rutherford is on a strike. First ball, short ball, pulled straight over mid-wicket, outside the boundary for 6.
And there's another ball which has gone into the other field. So hitting some massive maximums here are the Florida Scorpions. We have a look at that again. There we go, the short ball as you said, and quick to bounce on it as he's pulled it away well over not only that fence but onto the second field.
That ball sat up nicely for Rutherford to put that away.
Picks up his second maximum now of this innings, on to 14 from just 7 deliveries. Anwar Ali now, we'll see where he goes. Just looking to cut that away, that's much better there. Keeping it outside off, goes a bit fuller.
Again, this ball was outside the off stump as well, a little bit shorter in length. I think there was a gap between, Rutherford was eyeing the gap between point and gully area. There could no one on the boundary that side of the field, but completely completely fails to make any connection. Boundary riders for Anwar Ali is cover point on the boundary, long off, long on, mid wicket and backward square leg. Third ball of the over coming up. Slight delay, there's something going on at the field. Let's see, we're ready for the third ball. Same ball, same attempt to play the ball towards wide gully region. Again, same results, fails to make any contact.
Yeah, and I think to Sherfane Rutherford, you really don't want to bowl on the stumps, on the body. You want to keep it outside off. He's a very leg side dominant player as Rutherford. As Anwar Ali gets back to the top of his mark. And this time that's driven past the man at point and races away to the boundary. So just as I was saying, keep it outside off. Sharfain Rathavari's picked up a boundary with that exact line.
In fact, that's exact spot that he was eyeing last 2 balls. At the 3rd attempt, he was successfully able to shred that field, getting 4 runs in return. Well played. Last 2 balls to go in this over. Last 2 balls of Anwar Ali's spell. Let's see how he's gonna make. He's gonna make slight adjustment to the square leg, deep square leg fielder. Now we have fine leg coming a little bit squarer on the 30-yard circle.
This time looking to cut it
Again,
over.
wide outside the off stump, short ball. Attempts to cut the ball again, fails to make any contact to the ball.
Yeah, just trying to cut that one away was Rutherford. He's gotten 10 runs from this over, a maximum and a boundary, but besides that it's been all dots, which the Florida Scorpions have got to really look to avoid here. One ball now remains for Anwar Ali today. Oh, and he's just guided that one, but straight to the man at third man. And so, with that, it's going to be the end of the over. 10 coming from it. And after 11, 85 for 4 are the Florida Scorpions, requiring 130 to win from the final 9 overs.
Pawan Suyal is back for his second over of his first spell. First over he gave away just 3 runs just gave away 3 runs. Andre Fletcher on strike. Andre Fletcher is batting it on 36 from 28 balls. Sharfain Rutherford 18 from 12 balls. Good going thus far, but they got to increase the run rate for now because excellent shot outside the off stump. Ball was cut to wide of point to the boundary for 4 runs. Excellent shot.
Just saying how they need to increase that run rate, and that's exactly what they're trying to do now with that boundary from Andre Fletcher. Into the 40s now he is with that shot. And Pawan Suyal there giving him a bit too much width. And quick to bounce on at his Fletcher. Now we'll see, where does Suyal go? This time just guiding it down towards deep third man and past the man, diving to his right there. And it's going to reach the boundary, so back-to-back 4s now for Andre Fletcher, and up to 44 he's on. Pressure on Pawan Suyal.
Excellent over coming up for Florida Scorpion, especially after over number 11 where they had 10 runs in over. This over has gone for 8 runs. Good over for Florida Scorpion. That's for just 2 balls into the over.
Now Pawan Suyal, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. The two outside off haven't done well this time though. Short, it's cut away and over the man in the deep. Picks up a maximum on this occasion now, does Andre Fletcher, and with that he gets to his 50 from just 31 deliveries 5 boundaries, 4 maximums, and he's keeping the Florida Scorpions in the hunt here.
Fantastic shot that was. After they scored a last boundary in that same area, they moved a third man fielder on the boundary. They had third man and also wide cover point on the boundary, but Andre Fletcher was able to shred that field. He didn't think about the fielder, but the ball was short and wide, hit way over third man fielder into 6. This ball wide of the cut. Excellent shot again, wide, short and wide, cut wide of the third man fielder for yet another boundary. Big over coming up for Florida Scorpions.
And is this gonna be that game-changing over that the Scorpions need? Something to get them going, get the momentum on their side. So it's gone for 18 off the first 4 deliveries. Pawan Suyal here going for some runs.
Bowler is certainly under pressure, and Andre Fletcher, he's showing all of his skills and abilities in this big game. Rightly so. Big players come to show their big game in the true qualities in the big games. And that last shot flew off the bat like a tracer bullet. Good comeback. Pawan Suyal switches to over the wicket. Good comeback ball from Pawan Suyal. But we are already 18 runs in this over thus far from 4 balls. 5th ball being the dot ball, the last ball of the over coming up.
That's just nudged away towards fine leg, so it'll be a single to finish off. Fletcher with that, he'll retain strike. And that's a huge over, 19 from it. And after 12, 104 for 4 of the Florida Scorpions. Need another 111 to win this game.
We have a bowling change. Salman Irshad he changes his end coming from commentary end. He had bowled 1 over already, gave away about 13 runs. Since Anwar Ali finished his quota from this end, Salman Irshad is replacing him. Andre Fletcher is on strike. First ball of the over. Short ball outside the off stump. Cut the ball to cover point fielder for a single.
With that single now, Sharfain Rutherford coming on to strike. Was it 18 till now? 16 of those runs though. As the wind is just starting to pick up here once again at Bolen Park. And that's guided away down to backward point.
Good start to the over thus far, especially after the big over, previous one, which went for 19 runs. That included 3 boundaries and a huge 6. Good start to this over from Salman Irshad, the third ball of the over. Good length balls with slinky action. There was no room for a big hit. Ball nudged to short covers for a single.
There we have a look at that last over. Andre Fletcher, quite the damage he did. There, that one stepping down, picked up a boundary. But back live here, where Salman runs in, and that is an excellent Yorker. Right on the money, and that's just defended into the offside. Now Kingsmen, they won't mind the singles and twos too much. It's mainly just those boundaries and maximums as we saw in that last over, with that required rate now touching 15.
Interesting field setup, Jay. There's no one in the circle on the leg side. We have leg side, we have boundary, square leg on the boundary, mid wicket and long on, long off on the boundary, and extra cover on the boundary. This ball is a full toss on the leg stump line. Looks like it was outside the leg stump. Huge appeal for LBW, turned down. No damage done. Last ball of the over coming up. This has been a good over for Kingsmen cricket.
And I think just going back on the topic of the field and having those 3 men back on the leg side, I think Kingsmen, it's not too bad of a decision from them, because at this stage it's only the boundaries and maximums which hurt them, and both these players are very leg side dominant. As that one's short, and just going to be the dot to finish off. So really good over that from Salman, 2 from it. And at the end of 13, 106 for 4 are the Scorpions, and need another 109 to get to the finals.
Samin Gul is coming for his second spell from far end. He's already bowled 2 overs, gone for 24 runs. Florida Scorpions 106 for 4 in 13th over. They need 8.15. Their run rate is 8.15. The required run about over 15. They gotta get a move on at this point. They need about 2 boundaries, or maybe a 6 and few singles and doubles, but at least they gotta go at least 10-12 runs in over next couple of overs. Otherwise they're gonna run out of time. But for now they have perfect men at the crease for the job at hand. Sherfin Rutherford batting at on 19 from 15 balls, and their Fletcher 56 from 38 ball. Samin Gul coming for his second ball of the over. Short ball, missed out on that. He went for a big swipe, but just ended up nudging the ball to not long on for a single, which puts Andre Fletcher back on strike, who's been striking very well in the past couple of overs, but last over he didn't get much strike. But let's see what he is going to do in this over. But they don't have a choice but to go for big hits from here on. At least 2 to 3 big hits every over in order to catch up on a large target. There you go. This is going to help. Full toss ball on the leg stump. Try to find the gap between wide mid-wicket and long on. Fielder on the boundary. Martin Guptill covers decent distance to keep that runs to just 1.
This is turning out to be a good over here from Samin Gul. Just gone for the 2 till now. With three balls remaining. And this time, just goes short, signalled a wide by the umpire. As Rutherford couldn't reach the cut. Oh, and this one's hit down the ground, but straight back to the bowler, who does well to stop it.
That was well hit, hard hit ball, but batsman able to put his foot on the ball and stop it. No damage done in terms of runs or the physical damage. Good stop, by the way. 4 balls up, 2 balls to come. There you go. This was a full ball outside the off stump. Pumped it over long off for a huge 6. That was much needed. This ball was a little bit fuller length, and Sharfin Rutherford was waiting for the loose ball. Goes all over it and puts it outside the boundary for a big 6.
And Rutherford, he's hit that straight into the team camp for the Kingsmen. Now we'll see what Samin Gul has. Full on the pads, an appeal. As he gets a bit of a leading edge, does Sharafin Rutherford to pick up a single. Or leg by, it appears, as the umpire signals. And so with that, it'll be the end of the over. Rutherford will retain strike, 10 coming from it. And after 14, 116 for 4 are the Scorpions.
Samin Gul is back for his 4th over. They have 6 overs to go, and 99 runs needed. This is a tall task, especially that they still have 2 overs of Roman Rice to go, and you know that he's not going to give away any easy balls. So whatever they have to catch up on run rate, they have to do it for the other 4 overs. Other 4 overs. They have 1 over from Samin, 2 overs from Salman Irshad. Harmeet Singh has maybe 2 overs. So they have to find runs from the rest of the 4 overs.
Yeah,
and this is going to help.
And runs is exactly what they're trying to find there. Sharfin Rutherford has deposited that one over the boundary as well. Very good looking shot that was from him. Greeting Salman Irshad into the attack. Continuing rather for his 3rd over. And under some pressure now as his first ball has gone for a maximum. We'll see where he goes. This time down the leg side, signal a wide. With that slingy action, he's angling it into Sharfin Rutherford despite coming over the wicket.
They need a couple more big hits in this over if they want to make any headway into the steep target ahead of them. There you go. This is going to help. Ball outside the leg stump line. Little bit good length, but put it over square leg for another huge 6 of the over. Excellent hit from Sharfin Rutherford.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that one again. Salman going full and just flicks it away. Does Rutherford. And so now 12 runs off 13 actually with that wide off the first couple of balls of this over. And is this the big over that the Florida Scorpions needed?
Looks like this is one of the big over that they were looking for. If they can get about 20-25 runs in this over and find another over that they can get about 20-25 runs, that'll help a great deal for their cause. We still have 2 balls left in this over. One wide. My apologies that we have 4 balls left over, but now we have 3 balls left. Last ball, the single was taken. That puts Andre Fletcher on strike.
And now Salman runs in for his 4th delivery. That's short, pulled away. And it's going to go over the man, is it? It is, so a maximum there. This time for Andre Fletcher. We have a look at that again. There we go, short, pulled away. And an excellent shot that was there. Much needed for Fletcher and the Florida Scorpions. Salman now once again. And this time full, flicked away. And into the boundary for 4 more. So this is really turning out to be a huge over for the Florida Scorpions. It's gone for 24 with the ball remaining. Andre Fletcher, Sharfain, Rutherford. We saw Rutherford earlier in the over and now it's Fletcher's turn. Final ball for Salman's over now. Oh, and that's gone up in the air. Couple of fielders. It's going to beat all of them. And so picking up yet another maximum. What an over this has been for the Florida Scorpions. 30 runs have come off of it. Forget the 20-25 we were talking about. Andre Fletcher continuing his attack. And at the end of 15, 146 for 4. 69 needed from the final 5. And Florida Scorpions, they are right back in this.
What an entertainment for the people who have come here to watch the game. Before this beginning of this over, they needed 99 runs from 6 overs. End of this over, they need 69. That's 30 runs off the target. What a fantastic entertainment, fantastic hitting. You go 6, first ball 6, second ball 6, third ball 1 run, fourth ball 6, fifth ball 4, sixth ball 6. Well, I mean, you can't ask more than that. I mean, this is pure entertainment, and Florida Scorpions are certainly in the hunt for the target. And now with 69 runs needed from 5 overs with 6 wicketleads, this pair still has to stay if they want to get close to the target or chase it down. And also they need to find 1 more over, maybe 20-25 runs, because we know that there's 2 overs from Ruman Rice. They're not going to get much from that over. He's very, very, very high quality bowler who's not going to give away anything. That's why they have kept his overs to the last 2 overs. So I think we have Samin Gul continuing. His bowling coming back to his bowl, 4th over his spell.
Tell you what, if this over goes for about 15-20 odd, then Florida Scorpions did very much fancy their chances here and would be in for an amazing finish. Samin Gul, I think they'd have to target him. 3 overs done for 33. Rutherford now, that's an excellent Yorker to start off. Hit right back to him.
Bowled him. Excellent Yorker from Samin Gul. First ball was Yorker as well, but Sharafin dug it out. But the second ball, he wasn't. He was late on the ball.
Massive wicket that is. Sharafin Rutherford gone. He was looking so good out there. 39 off 24. Just the one boundary, but 5 maximums. And Florida Scorpions, they've lost Rutherford. Things now not looking so bright for them. So we have a look at that again. What a Yorker that is from Samin Gul. Dead on middle stump. And Rutherford not able to get his bat down in time. And he'll have to walk back. So Samin Gul, he's been a bit expensive today, but he's picked up a huge wicket. And with that, Kingsmen, they'll breathe a sigh of relief, seeing the back of Sharafin Rutherford. Fletcher, though, he's still out there. And until Fletcher's there, I think Scorpions, they may still be alive in this game.
Next man in, Ravinder Singh, cricketer from Canada, solid middle order batsman. He's got a huge task ahead of him. Let's see what he's going to do for the team.
Ravinder Singh now. He's really gonna have to build a partnership with Fletcher, but also start to attack. He doesn't have too much time to settle in here. Especially with that required rate rising now, almost touching 15. And he'll be facing Samin Gul as he rods in. And that's it, right back to him. That's a good Yorker there, just hold out towards the covers region. This is turning out to be a really good over here from Samin Gul. 2 in a wicket with a couple of balls to go. Oh, and this time the big shot, deep mid-wicket! And he'll take the catch! Ravinder Singh departs and Samin Gul has picked up another in the over. 6 down now, the Florida Scorpions and Kingsmen. They may have had a bit of a hiccup, but right back in this now. Favourites at this stage.
Excellent comeback over from Samin Gul, especially after the big over expensive over before that. 2 wickets in this over will help Kingsmen's cause. But still, Florida still looking at required run rate of 16.08 going forward. Florida Scorpions are 148 for 6 in 15.5 overs done. 1 ball to go in this over. Excellent over thus far.
And even with that required rate rising, I think till Andre Fletcher's out there, Scorpions have a chance in this game. They have a glimmer of hope. He is the main man for them now as Matthew Ford walks out. Ford also someone who can hit a couple of shots. Has the ability to hit the long ball. Final ball of the 16th coming up though now, as Ford just takes strike for it.
Matthew Ford is also a handy with the bat. Long handle, he can hit long shots as well. But he's got a workout cut out for him. After this ball, there will be 4 overs to go. Excellent ball again, full on right under the bat. Ford drives the ball to long off for a single and retains strike. Got 4 overs to come after this. 16 overs up. Florida Scorpions are 149 for the loss of 6 wickets. And Florida Scorpions need 66 runs from 24 balls with 4 wickets left in the kitty. Now we see Roman Rice coming back for his spell. He's going to bowl 17th and 19th over of inning to close the innings. If batsmen can keep damage to the minimum in these 2 overs and plan to take on the other 2 bowlers, they might have some chance to get close to the target. Game is set beautifully for the crowd. We're watching here at the Bolen Park Field in Virginia, and on those who are following the game live on YouTube.
Starts off with a good delivery there, does Roman Reis, a couple of them in fact. 2 for 4 in 2 overs. He's been brilliant today, has Reis. And this one's guided but straight to the man at point. And so will just be that dot ball. They were looking for that single, but not to be. And this time that's gone up in the air. Oh, past that man, diving in extra cover. A good attempt that, diving forward to try and take that catch, but long off will come around, restricting it, not letting him pick up a boundary off that. And with those couple of runs, the 150 comes up for the Florida Scorpions in the 17th over. Matthew Ford now has got to try and find the boundary on one of these balls. Yes, it's Reis bowling who's done so well, but you need to target him as well. At least try and get a run a ball against him. We'll have a look at that one again. Went up, and that man diving forward almost got there. With that ball bouncing just in front of him, make it very tough for him to not only take the catch but stop the ball. Nevertheless, with long off behind him, backing up, wasn't too costly, as that's going to be a single to finish off. So 4 runs coming from that over, and after 17, 153 for 6 are the Florida Scorpions, requiring another 62 to win from the final 3 overs.
As expected, Ruman Rais did not give too many runs in that over. Just that over going for just for 4 runs. But a while ago we saw the skyscrapers. But we need plenty of them for Florida Scorpions. Fresh new over is coming up. Salman Irshad for his next over. First ball, Yorker line. Andrew Ford tries to digs it out but fails to make a contact. Ball hits his pad. Toe, looks like he's in spot of bother. Ball hit his toe. He's in pain. See, it looks like we have a interruption there. Looks like ball was a Yorker line, hits his toe. And batsman looks like he's in pain. Let's look at the replay. There you go. There's going to be some hold up until we wait for the physio to come out and check out the batsman.
Florida Scorpions did really need Fletcher to be fit and playing, because he's the one on 75 of just 45 at the moment, and he is their final hope in this game. Any last chance that they have of making the finals, all of it rests on Andre Fletcher's shoulders. Right, so Fletcher's fit as Salman comes in, and that one's gone up in the air, and it's gonna go a long way over as well. So not only is Andre Fletcher fit, but he's in the mood to hit some sixes as well. Picks up a maximum there over cow corner, and that is very much needed here for the Florida Scorpions. They need this to be a big over. Go for at least 15-20.
Fantastic shot that was, much needed 6, especially when the runs dried in the last over from Ruman Rice's over. This over they have a lot of runs to catch up on, but that 6 is gonna again second ball. This has been top pitched, and the fielder coming under the ball takes a beautiful catch in the extra cover on the 30-yard circle. That was a much needed wicket that the Kingsmen were looking for, and they got it. Looks like that is a big wicket for Kingsmen cricket. Florida Scorpions 159 for the loss of 6 wicket, 17.2 overs gone.
And you could immediately hear the huge cheers from the Kingsmen side, because that could perhaps be the game there. Andre Fletcher gone. He was looking so good. 81 from 47 deliveries, 7 boundaries, 7 maximums. And it's going to require nothing short of a miracle from here if the Florida Scorpions are to chase down these remaining 56 runs in 2.5 overs. The set man Fletcher, he's gone. And Salman Irshad, he's picked up that huge wicket. And Ruman Reis it is taking that catch. You cannot keep that man away from the game and away from helping out and getting big wickets.
Well said, Jay. I mean, big players, as I said, big players come to the big games, and this is one of the big game yet in Unity Cup, and that was a big wicket that was taken and provided a breakthrough for the team. And game has certainly tilted towards in favor of Kingsmen cricket at this point, unless Matthew Ford and new batsman Saad bin Zafar have different plans. But it looks like a steep task for the Florida Scorpion at this point.
And Saad bin Zafar, the captain of Canada, on strike. That's a bit of a leading edge out towards cover point. And with that single, he'll get off the mark, will Saad bin Zafar.
The last strike wasn't really convincing, as they were a little uncomfortable against a slingy right-arm fast bowler, Salman Irshad. That puts that team total to 160. Again, this is going to help. Ball sprayed down the leg side, and umpire calling it a wide ball, and the ball rolls over to boundary for 4 runs, which is 5 wides.
Florida Scorpions, they'll take that. They need every run they can get from here. 50 needed from 14 deliveries. And this is a do-or-die game, the semi-finals. The winner into the ultimate championship game. The loser, though, eliminated. As that is an excellent delivery there. Appealing. But the umpire very much not interested. A really good Yorker that from Irshad.
Great ball that was. Look, there was a big appeal as well. They were looking for a caught behind, but looks like there was no contact made as well. There was no contact made at all. No damage done. Just 1 ball to go in this over. And that was a full toss on the leg stump. Couple of feet left or right of the fine leg fielder would have been boundary, but the ball went to the straight to the fielder, fine leg, just a single. That's end of Salman Irshad's spell of 4 overs. He goes for 58 runs and he picks up 1 wicket. The Florida Scorpions is 166 runs for 7 wickets. 18 overs gone, 12 balls to go. They need 49 runs in 12 balls, and they have 3 wickets in the kitty. Look like a tall task, but you never know in cricket. Anything can happen. But one thing for sure, that Ruman Rai is not going to let anything happen in his over. First ball of the over, short of a good length. Everyone misses it. Batter misses it, keeper misses it, and fielder at the short third man cleans up, keeps the damage just to 1 run in buys.
He's now looking to seal the game in this over itself.
No. Tell him to go. Next ball up from Ruman Rais, ball driven to mid wicket for a single. For Ruman Rais, we have boundary riders. Back the square leg on the boundary, mid wicket on the boundary, long on, long off, and extra cover on the boundary. And rest 4 fielders on the circle. Next ball from Fuller on the outside the off stump, driven straight to long off for a single.
Rais continuing his phenomenal bowling here. 2 for 10 with 3 balls left in his quota of 4 overs. As that one's gone up in the air. Couple of fielders converge. On the bounce to them though. And Reyes, he's not happy with that effort. Thought the catch should have been taken. But ends up falling in between those two fielders there out in the deep. Oh, and he's got him as he has.
Wicket.
A stump breaking delivery that from Ruman Reyes. What a ball that is. A leg stump Yorker, and the stump has split in half. And with that, the 8th wicket falling. Ruman Reyes, how good has he been today? That's the one thing he hasn't done. Broken a stump. And it's happened now. For the first time, I believe, in the Unity Cup this year.
Yep. Excellent bowling that was. Even the ball before that, the batsman Saad bin Zafar wasn't comfortable with that and then mistimed the balls between long on and mid wicket. That should have been taken, but the confusion between two emerging fielders, ball dropped in between them. But this ball, Ruman Reyes didn't even give a chance to the fielders. He took it upon himself. In the process, breaks the leg stump. Now the third umpire and the match official are trying to find a spare wicket so that we can complete this game. Excellent. Nevertheless, excellent bowling by Ruman Reyes. Very impressive spell from Ruman Reyes. 11 runs from 3.5 overs. The stumps are coming from all directions. We have spare stumps coming from the parking lot where another umpire has gone to the second field, getting the spare stumps as well, keeping 2 pairs of extra stumps in case Ruman Reyes breaks another pair of stumps.
And with the quality of pace bowling and the speed we've seen in this tournament, I think we could very well see that spare stump come in use. And there's the broken stumps. What a ball that was. Now Reyes, an excellent delivery once again to finish off on a length just over the stumps. And so with that, it's going to be the end of 19. Just 4 runs coming from that and a wicket. That stump breaking delivery. And at the end of 19, 170 for 8 of the Florida Scorpions. And for those who believe in miracles, 45 required from the last over.
Last over of the innings coming up. As Jay said, only a miracle can get Florida Scorpions across a target. Pawan Suyal is coming to bowl his 4th over of his spell. The last over of Pawan's spell went for plenty of runs, but let's see. But he's got 45 runs to defend. First ball, short ball, middle and off, but this was hit strike towards the wide, long on. Fielder gets under the ball and takes an easy catch.
Yeah, good catch that was out at the boundary. And with that, Saad bin Zafar, he'll have to walk back. So Pawan Suyal now, he picks up a wicket. And Kingsmen Cricket, 1 ball closer to a victory here against the Scorpions and a place in the finals. They've got 'em 9 down, are the Scorpions, so just 1 more wicket is all Kingsmen require. 1 wicket or 5 deliveries. Either ways, it should just be formalities from here. 45 and 5 balls.
That is right, Jay. I mean, this game is almost done in favor of Kingsmen. Cricket looks like they just need to pick 1 wicket or bowl in the 5 balls. Should be done. But as expected, I think there was pretty much a lot of people thought that the Kingsmen Cricket were favorites to win this game, and that's exactly what happened because they were a little well-rounded team. Although Fletcher and Sherfay and Rutherford made the game out of it. If they had stayed another couple of overs, the result would have been different. But regardless, good game thus far.
Ashmead Ned, the new man in at number 11. As Pavan Suyal, he runs in, and that is an excellent delivery right past the outside edge.
Ashmead Ned is the next man in. It's a little too tall task to ask for the bowlers to take care of. First ball was a dot ball straight to the keeper. The 4 more balls to come up. Again, another dot ball, short of a good length. Batsman fails to make any contact. At this point, batsman probably given up any hope of making the target. It's just not possible. 3 balls to go. This game is as good as done.
There once again, the amazing bowling continue this time with a wide Yorker and not allowing Ned to get bat on it. So just 2 more deliveries remain now in this first semi-final. This time just a bit short, looking to cut it away, but doesn't get bat on it. And so now we have the final ball coming up. Pavan Suyal, it's been a great over. Not a single run off of it, and he picked up the wicket as well off the first delivery of Saad bin Zafar. And now it appears they're keeping with 3 slips in place now for this final ball. Here we go, last ball of the game. And it's just going to be a swing and a miss. And with that, the Kingsmen Cricket enter into the finals of the Unity Cup 2023. The first team to qualify, and a comprehensive win. This has been a 44-run victory for them. First with the bat, 214 for 7 in their 20 overs. Led by Martin Guptill's 51. Harmeet Singh with a 40 of just 17 deliveries. And then with the ball in hand, we can have a look at that. Ruman Reis, 3 for 11 in his 4. How good was he? And a couple wickets apiece for both Sameen Gul and Anwar Ali. And so with that, restricting the Florida Scorpions to 170 for 9. Kingsmen Cricket qualify into the finals of the 3rd edition of the Unity Cup 2023. And we have the second semi-final coming right your way in just a few minutes here, as Sam Barmy take on Kingsman X with 1 spot remaining in the final. So thank you all for joining us in this broadcast, and we have the second semi-final coming right your way in just a few minutes time.